Basically, all the viewers turned out.
All right, guys. Welcome. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Sorry, I just zoned out to the live button. I was just like, oh my God, they're live. I was like, they're live. Let me see what they're going to say. Jesus, dude.
You're here, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, living in the moment,
What's
man.
in them cookies over there?
I know.
Same.
I got
stripes. They're hitting different.
I got to be honest with you. The other day, Noah brought home some brownie cake, and when you first brought it home,
Okay.
I took a bite and I spit it out
No.
because I was a little worried.
Oh
about-
no! What kind of brownies?
Yeah, I'm like, is this got something in it?
No,
I
it
didn't know.
didn't.
I didn't. Well,
It
I know
was-
when you told me it didn't. I knew.
Yeah, it was fucked up though. I cooked it wrong. I put
What?
so I needed like a fourth cup of water, and I put 1 1/4 cup.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, so I
Well,
put
it's
a
very
full
moist.
cup.
That's
Yeah,
a
so I had
lot.
to
Very
Not,
moist.
not
Good
even
thing-
moist. Just
More wet.
Yeah. Very heavy.
Soaking.
And Jade was like, "What the hell did you do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It was like runny and shit." And I'm like, "Are you sure we can't use this?" And she's like, "Yeah, like nothing's gonna happen." So she ran and grabbed some devil's food, and then threw it in there.
Oh,
and we mixed
yeah.
it together.
Creative.
and
As
we
they
made a
call,
cakey brownie.
you know, like when you're in the world that I'm in, we call it sponge. It's not a cake; it's a sponge.
So
What's this world
I don't
that you're
understand. Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Xenon,
Please
dude.
elaborate.
Well, as a baker,
You're a baker. You never baked one
I
thing
know.
ever.
okay, so I watched the Great British Bake Off.
yeah,
That's all
okay.
I got. That's all I got.
That's
But they call it a sponge.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh,
Sponge.
yeah.
Okay, so you mean in England or
Yes.
the UK?
Do they call it a sponge here too, though? No.
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 They
I
don't
think
call it
like
sponge here.
maybe Southerners that
Southerner. Bruce is
own-
over there, dude. They call it a
call
sponge. Like he
I'm gonna
doesn't
take
know.
that as a no. They don't call.
I've heard sponge cake
That's
before.
what I mean, like
No.
old fancy white guy, maybe
Kentucky.
Yeah.
owns a few.
I
Well, I
people.
call it a sponge
He'll be
because I
like-
think it's good.
He'll be like,
You do not.
"We'll have
Now you
white
do.
sponge today."
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We're
got to
having
have a
some
moist sponge, but
white
you don't want a
sponge.
dry sponge.
A birthday sponge.
No dry.
Okay, let's get off of sponge. So obviously, we got a really special animal this week.
That's right.
At the Reptarium. It was.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's. I was saying this morning that every now and then it hits me how incredibly awesome we have so many. I mean, like you had Toothless out today with Bruce. And it's
Yeah,
like
that's
you're like,
cool.
holy shit, this animal's so cool. And this morning I kind of walked around a little bit, and there's like, there's Ivy, and there's Salt and Pepper, and then now I see this Croc monitor, and Diddy and Dixie and Bella. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Matilda, but this Croc monitor is like next level.
Next
I mean,
level.
it is ridiculous. I mean, we were standing there, how it looks at us.
Yeah,
It's just
sometimes-
different.
So like honestly, for some reason I don't even know. I'll be here and I'll just like walk around and like nobody is around, and I just walk to the Croc monitor and I'll just be like looking at it.
Okay, I was
And-
gonna say,
and-
don't open that cage.
Oh my god. No.
Nobody's around, and I just climb inside.
Yeah, tickle it a little
No, I
bit.
don't do that because I know better.
Okay,
like I
good.
know how dangerous it is, but I look at it because I know how smart it is
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And I'll just stand there and I'll do like little experiments,
See
literally.
if it'll.
Yeah.
Like I'll make things and I'll see what he's doing. Like he looks
It's
at
so
you and
reactive.
he tracks you and
Yeah.
he like
Every movement, he's like so aware
Oh
and
my
so
God.
observant of.
he reminds me of a dog.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a reptile. It definitely is next
It's
level.
like- it's weird.
And it's just weird how it won't just look at you, but it'll kind of look up and down you. Like it
Yeah.
actually like is like
Scans you.
Yeah, it's scanning you.
It
and,
is.
And I sent Bruce. Bruce is obviously working. I think he's got a challenge on his hand, but I think he will absolutely be able to achieve it to tame this down. Now the thing that's nice, it's extremely confident.
Yeah.
So it's not afraid at all. And the other thing is it does take food off a tongue. So those are two things that are going to be really great building blocks to get that animal really docile.
Yeah.
Should we buy Bruce like some chainmail?
Yeah, he should put
Like
on
a
some armor.
thin chainmail.
Yeah, I had sent him. Did you see the video I sent Bruce of a guy down in Florida that had a croc monitor? Ours is like
you showed it
yeah,
to
it's
me
it's-
with just
yeah.
that little.
Yeah,
just a nip,
little
just
nip.
a nip. I mean,
Little.
it looked like it just sticked him.
Yeah.
And literally,
Yeah.
it looks like he had to have at least 15 stitches.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
looked-
it sliced him like a razor blade.
It looked like when Zeus was like play biting.
Yeah, it was just a play bite.
It was just like I accidentally bit you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
like
it
a
just was-
grab,
Yeah.
like, like
Yeah.
Elvis grabbed me once.
Right.
And hung on to me.
Yeah.
And
And it was
clamped down on
nothing
me.
like that. You
It
barely
was
had
nothing-
marks. Like,
yeah, and I had just, I mean, I bled quite
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
of course.
actually kind of funny. I don't know if you heard the story, but that happened during a tour.
I remember
And
that.
it was a bunch of like 12-year-old boys. And the thing that was funny was that I just made the mistake. Like I had ball trained it, I fed it, and then usually you can go right up and pet it. Well, I went like face first, and he grabbed my finger. Just a little bit too quick. I just didn't give it enough time to pass that he knows that, okay, I'm not getting fed. Grab my finger. And for a minute there, I was a little worried because I was like, "Oh my God, he's got me hard, and it hurts." And I could feel he got me. You know, it really,
Imagine if your fingertip fell off.
it's like, "Boo." But and then the only thing I
There's
saw,
a sewer.
So cool.
and the only thing that happened next was like, I mean, I was like a faucet turned down of blood. I mean, I was just
Yeah.
bleeding
Leaking.
like
Before
crazy,
Sarah
and
Fawcett.
so but I played it down.
Just
Obviously, there's these boys, they're whatever. I just say, oh, it's no big deal, it's just my fault. Whatever. I walk to the bathroom, I grab a paper towel, wrap it up. The paper towel is just turning red.
Yep.
and the thing that's funny is the boys loved it. That was the
course,
best
yeah.
part of the entire thing. They're like, that was so cool when you got bit. but, but if a Croc monitor did that,
Yeah.
no
we're
fingers.
going to lose some fingers. I mean,
For
they're not
sure.
going to come off, but you're going to have surgery for repairing
Their
them.
head is way different than any monitor.
Oh, my God.
That
yeah.
boy's like a bulldozer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is very
It's
differently
thick.
shaped and
like
everything.
it's like a U.
Yeah.
It's like a
So
thick U.
yeah, so it has all the things that like Jay, pull up Croc monitors for people to see. I'm sure a lot of people have. As a matter of fact, that first, go back for a second. Go back. That first one. Now just click on that.
This one right here?
That is Tom Crutchfield.
Oh man.
And we won't play it. Like stop. Just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can stop it. That's okay. We can go back. You can go back even just to the thumbnail if you want.
I'm going to keep it on you for right now until this ad goes away.
Yeah, yeah. You don't even play it because that's
Okay.
Yeah, please don't
I
play
hate
that.
the
Yeah,
copyright
we'll have a
shit.
copyright issue. That's Ken and Harkin's video.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll
yeah, no
get
problem.
copyrighted on that.
I'll find something, though. No
No,
worries.
it's okay. Well, anyways, if you saw that thumbnail, Tom Crutchfield had a cast on his hand. That cast came from a Croc monitor bite.
Yeah, try to look up Tom Crutchfield Croc monitor bite.
Yeah, actually, there's some rad. If
Like,
you go to
yeah, maybe
images,
even just a
I'm
picture,
pretty
you
sure
know?
that there's got to be a picture somewhere. Maybe not.
I've
seen it
looked
on
for it
Instagram.
before, and I never was able to find it.
I saw.
It might be censored because it's
Yeah.
so bad.
It's on Instagram, though? Because I'll dig while you guys are talking.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I'll
Yeah,
just pull up some Croc monitors, though.
No one wants to see it anyways. I mean,
It's bad, though.
It's bad. I
Except
mean,
for-
it's like.
And that
really,
one
really
barely
tough.
got him, too. Like, he talks about it just grazed him,
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
this dome on them.
mouth.
They got an
Yeah, just
interesting
look at
dome
that. Look at
piece.
that animal right there. That is just amazing. And Jay, you got that cool picture of it yawning just like that.
Yes, yeah,
It
yeah,
almost
yeah.
looks like a Komodo dragon.
I was
you
just
know?
going to
does.
say
Yeah.
that picture looks like a
does.
Komodo dragon.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're very closely related, obviously, to Komodos. They're
So
they're
I've
amazing.
never been around a Komodo.
Do they get that big?
Well, they're the second longest lizard in the world, but their body doesn't get that long. It doesn't even get as big as an Asian water
Okay,
monitor.
'cause the
But the
tail-
tail can be like 6 foot
Yeah,
long.
'cause his
It's-
tail is
Yeah, you can get
crazy long
8,
right
9,
now.
10 foot with the tail.
That's so
yeah.
crazy.
But what I was gonna say was with I've never been around not the Croc monitor, the one you were just talking about.
Komodo
Komodo
dragons.
dragon.
Yeah.
Komodo, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they just as smart as the Croc?
Oh,
monitor?
Komodos are amazing. I've
They're
been
even
fortunate
smarter?
enough to be in with a bunch of them. It's at the down in Indonesia. We were in with some one named Raja. That was amazing. It was like a 9 foot. I mean, that thing is that is legitimate. We're talking like 3 times the body size of Elvis.
That's crazy.
The body. I mean, it was unbelievable. So I was able to be in with that. I was over in the UK at the London Zoo. Got a chance to get in with theirs, Reptile, and then of course my friend. This is the thing. My friend Keo down in
Yeah.
Indonesia, who is very well connected. He is
Yeah.
so. Just giving an idea. I mean, his father-in-law is the vice president of the country.
That's
right?
crazy.
So he had the only permits in the world at the time for a private owner of Komodo dragon. All the other Komodos. Now there are a few Komodos that are like
In private collections.
Yeah, Rob Carmichael has one up at the Reptile Discovery Center in Chicago. I think there's one down in.
How did he get it?
Yeah.
Well, he got it from an AZA zoo. It was a female.
Oh, he's AZA.
He's not AZA, but he works with a lot of AZA zoos, and it was a female that had been spayed. So she can't breed.
Oh, that you were telling
she
about
can't
that,
lay
yeah.
eggs, because they do a lot of parthenogenesis, the production without a male. And But this girl can't even lay eggs, so the zoo, just gave it to him. But I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. And I think there's one other place down in like Myrtle Beach that has a reptile place down there. I think that has a Komodo that's not AZA, but all the rest are zoos. So so we had a Komodo at Keo's place that was a little bigger than our Croc monitor. So 2 foot. And again, I had just days before been in with these 9-footers. And so I go into this big, I mean, it's like a 20-foot by 30-foot pen I go into. And he's like, that thing's a pistol. And I'm thinking, whatever, And literally I go up to it. It's like kind of threat displaying. I touched its tail, and it swung around and barely missed my ankle. Ooh. I mean, so fast that there was no time for me to react.
Of course
and
not.
it swung around, went to go bite my ankle, just like grazed my pant leg, and then ran off. And I was like, oh my gosh.
They are.
Did you shit yourself?
Oh, it was like I didn't go after it after that. I was like, okay, we're good. And
they're the velociraptors of now.
Oh man, it's crazy. It is. I mean, when people say like if you could have any reptile, there's really only 2 that I want. One is attainable. It would cost me a divorce, but I would be able to. And that'd be a king cobra. Yeah. I could get a king cobra. I just can't because your mom would divorce me.
That's true.
And then, probably the number one is honestly a Komodo dragon. Number one. I mean, Komodo to me would be the creme de la creme of all reptiles.
And at least, like, I don't think she'll divorce you for that.
Not Komodo. You would let me get a Komodo if I could do it legally. Yeah.
And maybe that's it. Maybe the Croc monitor's the first step to work.
Well, I hope that somehow we can, if anyone's listening that has connections to get me a Komodo legally. Yeah. I don't want an illegal one. Well, Reptile Zoo is AZA. It's in Pennsylvania, and it was actually really cool. We'll have to go there sometime. It's a cool zoo. It's one of the oldest reptile zoos in the country.
Oh, wow.
Clyde Peeling started in the 40s, I believe.
Really?
And it's like you can't interact with anything. They don't have a ton of animals, but it's a nice AZA zoo type of thing. Oh. And they raised like $250,000 to build an exhibit for their Komodo.
What?
And they have just one Komodo. I think they have 2, but one was in this exhibit. It's a huge. I mean, it's like the size of the Reptarium just for one lizard.
Hell
yeah! And but what's interesting is I was there a year and a half or so ago, and the head keeper there took me and was showing me behind the scenes and stuff like that. And he had said that one day. This again, the thing that's nice about Komodos is they can be very tame. Like super tame, like the ones I have, like Raja. You could ride its back. You could literally. I have a picture on Instagram of me on its. Can you try? Go just Google Brian Barczyk Komodo dragon and see if that picture comes up. Yeah. But and the one in the London Zoo was literally like this thing's head's like the size of a pumpkin, and I wonder if there's any images.
Size of a pumpkin.
No, that's.
And you were
right.
Back?
See that picture right there? That's it. That's Raja. That's Raja.
Wow.
Look
I
at
remember
that thing.
this vlog too.
Look at that thing, man.
It looks like a dog but a giant.
It looks like a
dragon dog. It's
I'm
crazy.
Dragon. Yeah, it looks like
all
a dragon.
I see is your
my ripped
thigh.
pants.
Yeah, why?
It's a hot thigh.
Yeah.
Look at that
so
shit, dude.
sexy.
Well, I ripped the pants on that exhibit. Actually, I was in that exhibit chasing around the Komodo, and my pants ripped. And at that point, I didn't give a crap.
It's for fashion.
I was just enjoying the Komodo. But
how crazy though. Huh?
Has a little side sack out.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the Komodo.
But anyway, so the keeper from the Reptile had told me that this was a tame animal. He spent just like Bruce when he's hanging out with the Komodo or the Croc monitor. He was just chilling, and he said the thing walked up to him. He was just sitting on a stump inside this huge cage. Walked up to him just like he always does. No big deal. Kind of like Elvis walking up to us.
Yeah.
And it just bit his calf off.
Of course it did.
Well, I mean, basically, he spent 6 weeks in the hospital.
Jesus, dude.
Did it go back on?
Well, I mean, they have to repair it. It's like, it just ripped his calf right off.
It just bit my calf off.
Yeah.
That's how I see you hanging
Bruce,
out.
remember that?
I'm telling you, I'm going to buy you some chain link armor.
So when we get that Komodo, but I want a Komodo.
Bit my calf off.
Why don't we hit a couple super chats,
You got it, brother.
and then we'll move on.
Wow.
Awesome. Pat says, "Hi guys, Brian. It's great seeing how you are making every day so positive, and I can see it in the videos. Hopefully, I can make it up to the Reptarium. Love the Croc monitor."
Thanks, Pat. It's always nice to hear from you. Number
Patty.
one, and thanks for everything. And we're doing our best to do it good, man.
Speaking of patties, fuck, dude. So I was at my sister's house this weekend. Okay.
Oh my God.
Look, you'll understand. So Michael was like, "Oh, I'm hungry. Breakfast time. Okay, Jade, you want to make something?" And she was like, "Sure, yeah, I'll make something."
She's so
So she
domestic.
goes. She's so domesticated. No. So she opens up the freezer and
I
takes.
tried
out,
that with your mom once.
Yeah.
Got punched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she takes out the turkey sausage
Oh,
patties.
you gotta get rid of those.
You know, she chopped it up and put it in eggs. And then she pulled out turkey bacon. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is this, a turkey house? Like, I don't understand, right?
Right.
So, but I didn't
You
say
hear
anything.
beef?
Okay, yeah, I didn't say anything.
It was just in your head.
Yeah, while I was there, I'm like, oh my God, I love turkey. Like, I want turkey, everything. Like, of course.
I'm so happy I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
The driest bird ever.
I know, right? So I'm eating it, and she's like, "How is it?" I'm like, so good,
Oh
so
my God.
good, like
So good.
so good. This Cholula makes it so much better. And then, but honestly, it was rough. And I guess the point is just don't buy turkey patties.
Yeah, patties.
Yeah.
Did you see that Burger King has that impossible
Burger
yeah,
or something?
Impossible
sausage,
everything.
Impossible sausage.
Impossible
It's
to
even
digest.
better. It's even
It's
better.
impossible that I will ever buy it.
We'll
That's
find
what
we'll
that
find
is.
out like 10 years from now that like the
Gives you colon cancer
yeah,
or
it's
some
gonna
shit.
Be, like terrible
Never
for you.
comes out.
Awesome. So my diverse life vlogs. He goes egg time.
Yeah.
Just some love from Austin.
So-
I think Forrest would have smiled his great big old smile knowing you left it as baby Kush.
Well, it's interesting. The baby Kush thing I want to talk about for a minute. And by the way, that's Josh Joshua that made the egg time video.
That's right. I got to get in touch with him too.
Yeah, and we got to get in touch with you, bro. I talked about I like baby Kush.
Same.
But does it implement drugs? Like, do people think that we're talking about drugs? And I have a little bit of concern about
100%. Yeah.
yeah, and I have a little concern about kids and parents. So I may have to change that name. I'm not like in the hip crowd. Like, I didn't know that Kush even meant. What does it mean? Marijuana?
It's just a type of strain of marijuana.
Is it the
yeah.
marijuana?
It's a strain.
Yeah, the marijuana.
Is it
So
the marijuana?
there are
Yeah.
thousands of
It's a
strains.
kind of the marijuana.
It's the kind of the marijuana.
And it's a
marijuana
strain of
strain.
marijuana.
So I didn't know that. And now it's Stephen
But
Kush.
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's his
But
last
will
name.
people, if we put that name out, are people going to be like, I can't believe
Bunch of
they're-
potheads over
are they
there,
a bunch of dope heads?
now we
I
can
don't
make
know.
it a twist. We could make it an innuendo, and
Okay.
we try to change Kush and maybe even make it Bubba Bush. Wait, what's its name? Baby Bush?
Bubba
Baby
Bush.
Kush?
Baby
Bubba
Kush.
Bush.
Baby Kush. Bubba Kush.
Baby Kush?
Bubba Boo. Bubba Booey.
Babushka. We can name it Babushka.
Babushka. That's good.
My
You
babushka.
guys know what
I like that.
babushka is?
I miss my
You guys
babushka.
It's
know
a
what
hat or
babushka is?
something, right?
That's my great
grandma, right?
No, that's
Babusha.
a busha.
My
Babushka
mom.
is what you wear in
Yeah,
your
your
head.
head.
Ah, yes, that's what I thought.
Well,
He
originally.
misses
My
the
babushka.
babushka too.
My busha used to wear a babushka.
Yeah, she did wear a babushka.
Oh, there you
Yes,
go. It all
yes.
falls into place.
Yeah, but anyways, so Joshua, we're gonna get with you. People, by the way, I want to do. Someone mentioned this. We've got to do egg time merch.
Oh, for sure,
like
dude.
like
We
a
need a
blue
I'm not
Clues
gonna
thing.
lie.
I got so much
I
merch
haven't
I
even
need.
seen it.
You haven't seen egg time?
Yes, you saw it the first day when I edited it. You came out into the room and
Oh yeah,
watched
you
it.
laughed. You
Yeah.
were like, oh my god.
You're like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
you saw.
my
You did
God.
see it.
I
yeah,
don't
just like
remember.
that. Just like
Yeah,
that.
Mom, it's like this.
I
it's
think
like
it's
this.
brilliant.
It's always zooming.
I think it's right.
Trump. I think it's brilliant.
It's very tidy.
It's brilliant.
It's the best. It's the best egg
People
time
have been
song.
talking about it a lot.
People love it. People love the egg time.
Dude, it's so good.
It is good.
But I
though.
do
It
think
is
egg
good.
time merch would be sweet.
I think egg time merch is
It's just
gonna
like
be a
this,
good
Mom.
one.
So it's Dad, all right, and it's always zooming
like-
in on his face, and it's like
course.
egg time, egg time, egg time.
It's like Blue's Clues.
Does your face like pop up?
No,
all
but
over
there's
the
one
place?
thing where it goes egg time and go pop 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 pop.
Bunch
Eggs
of little
pop up,
eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, eggs pop up, not your face.
Yeah, not my face.
Okay.
Although
We
we
can
should
change
maybe,
that.
Yeah, we should
We can
maybe
do
have
that.
a bunch of my little faces.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, hell yeah.
If there's one thing that I've
There's a
said the
reason.
Reptarium is
We should
missing
buy-
is more murals of me.
Yeah, I know. We
Yeah.
need to put
Jeez.
more pictures and like
And
print
fog
them.
It is funny.
machines.
Yeah, fog machines.
That's
and
what I
strobe
say.
lights.
Strobe lights,
True.
What's interesting is when I went to the
And
Australia
smoking
Zoo.
corners.
I've been to the Australia Zoo a handful of times, and I've never been to the Australia Zoo before Steve
And
died.
they have all of that.
But no, they don't have strobe lights or
pictures of
anything.
you?
But they do have all these murals of Steve, and I always wondered if they had them there when he was alive.
Steve is
Yeah, that would be kinda
dead.
crazy,
That
right?
is why.
No, I know, but the first time I went there was within a year or so of when he passed away
We're
or
not
something.
doing that.
No, I'm not saying.
We are
All I'm
not
saying is we need more
doing
pictures of
I'm
me.
just saying, if you put a picture of me, it's going to be better.
Dude, but it's only your wedding
What
photo with
are
the
you
mustache.
saying? What are you saying? I want to know what he's trying to say.
You know what?
Let's hear
Actually,
what
I
he's trying
do
to
have a
say.
good idea. We should get a life-size cardboard cutout of you like this, like
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 Hanna.
this.
Remember Jack Hanna
like-
had that?
And then that
Yeah.
way, when you're
Take
not
a
at the
picture.
Reptarium,
People
that
can
can be
still take-
out and they can take
Remember Jack
pictures
Hanna
and
had-
meet Brian.
See, this is what I'm saying.
It's a good idea.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Steve
I'll be down
Irwin
with
had
that.
that at the zoo, and then Jack Hanna had it at the Columbus Zoo. Remember, we had pictures by Jack
Yep.
with that.
So I
think
could
that's
get down with
reasonable.
that.
I think
but
we
it
need a
can
cardboard
only be
cutout.
there when you're not.
No, first off, I don't want any pictures of me at the zoo. I
Cardboard
don't want
cutouts?
any murals, no cardboard cutouts.
I think he's
because
lying.
you guys, because I think what would happen. This is why, is that if I wasn't
People
there,
would
you
deface
guys,
'em?
right? You guys would deface.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
You guys would put like strange objects going in my mouth and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
That's your,
Yeah, so no, we can't do that. Let's move on.
That's the only reason.
Let's move on.
Oh, look.
What?
Okay, no, you're fine.
Okay.
So I am. It says, "Hey guys, Brian. Hope you got my email. Keep strong."
Well, I tell you what, I got a lot of emails, and they all meant so much to me. So if you sent me an email, I read it, so thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't respond to everyone because I had hundreds of them, but I did read every single email, and I'm feeling good today. I've had some good days and some bad days recently. Today was a pretty good day.
Awesome.
So let's hope it stays that way.
Hell yeah. Pat pretty much said the same thing.
Thank you.
So she sent you an email too.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you,
we
Pat.
have a-
Oh, yeah, Pat. But Pat sent an email about
Business stuff or
what
something.
do you remember? Me and you talked about it, right? So I can't remember what it was, but we'll talk about it off the air.
Okay, cool. Judge
79
Venom,
euros.
79 euros, which is like $150 in American
That
money.
was
Yeah,
cents.
that's-
Sense.
No, it was euros, wasn't
It
it?
was cents.
No,
But it's
it's
No,
okay.
that's
euros.
euro. That's
No, it's euros.
That's
Guys, can you see the
0.79?
decimal? Are you
yeah,
Seven
it's
nine.
yeah, 0.7
ridiculous?
0.79 zeros, which is like $1.50.
These guys are confusing the fuck out
Yeah,
of me.
exactly. No, they were saying
79 euros.
Exactly.
It's
No,
all
it's
good. You know what?
0.79
Solus
euros.
Honky with the Portland Smash. Love you guys.
Love you too.
We do
man.
love Solus Honky. He's always great, man.
Heather says, "So I am new. Brian. Do you and Lori own all the animals in the zoo and BHB?"
Yes, we do.
We-
w- I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I
gonna
I
say
was going to
something
be an
sarcastic.
We rent them. We rent them. There's another pet store down the street.
No. Yes, we do own all of BHBs and all the Reptarium animals. Yes.
Awesome. Potterhead says, "Hey guys, glad to see you made it tonight, Brian. Can't wait until we make our road trip next month. I'm excited to see that Croc monitor."
Potterhead. I look forward to it too.
You're
And
gonna
hopefully next month is going to be great. And
I'm gonna make you feed it
which,
with
by the
your
way, we
mouth.
do have tickets now on sale. What's that?
I said
We're going to have mouth feedings
Yeah.
available by
With the
then.
Croc monitor.
Yeah,
With the
right,
Croc
with the Croc monitor. Yeah,
He goes,
customers can mouth.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. That's what I'm
That's-
saying.
that's
saying. We're
what we were
holding
saying.
Potterhead by their feet.
Yeah, Potterhead's going to be the first one we're going to try this with.
Like, all right.
But so we do have now a couple things. I mean, one, we have decided through the end of the year, at bare minimum, that we're going to have limited numbers.
Hell
Through the end of the
yeah.
year. And it has nothing to do with COVID.
Nope.
Nothing to do with COVID at all.
New business model.
It's a new business model. We've heard from every person coming through the door. So we had a lot of regulars that used to come ever since we were open.
Yeah.
And now they've come back and they've said the experience with 25, 30 people is so far superior than when it was just wide open that
Tenfold,
we're
too.
going to do that. So we put tickets on sale today, right?
Yep.
All the way through the end of the year. You can book tickets all the way through the end of the year. When the time slots fill, then they fill and then you're done. But hopefully by next month we will have each hour. As a matter of fact, Bruce, we're
He just
He's
left.
we were just talking about.
That's
I
how
think
he
it was
works.
Artemis Prime was another one that would look good. But what else
Yes.
did he say that today? He said he thought we could do. So we're trying
on
to look
the-
for 15 hours.
So we were doing something with. I know Beetlejuice has been coming down. That was one thing you talked about, and then salt
no,
and
there
pepper.
was something with like feeding something.
I might have not been there for that.
Oh, maybe, I don't know what it is. So, anyways, we're trying to come up with
Feed me.
15. Yeah, we're trying to come up with 15
would
hours.
pay
Each
for
hour
that?
will have something different. That way, you can actually go to the calendar and say, I want to be there for that hour. Or if you want to be there for 3 hours on the weekend, you could be on this hour, this hour, this hour, and you could see whatever it is.
Yeah,
Feeding
and maybe
Lucy
that's
butterscotch.
The thing too. Maybe Noah will be there at 1 hour every
Yeah.
weekend.
No, seriously.
the-
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
All
That's
the-
really not a
Yeah,
bad
'cause
idea.
all
Like a
the-
crew
all
time?
the puddins could come.
Oh,
All the pudding. Oh my God. Yeah, let's not talk. Let's not go. She's
Judge
probably-
Venom says hi from the very hot UK.
Oh, you guys are hot over there, eh?
Dude.
Hell yeah, Judge. Very hot.
Judge is a great.
Love you.
Judge is a great name, isn't it?
That's
Honestly,
awesome
Judge
name.
Kent. Like
I
I
like
wish his
that
name
name.
was like
Judge.
Kent.
Judge. That's
Yeah.
like it's got
It's got
power,
it's
right?
got power.
Got
yeah.
authority.
Judge, yeah. Maybe like his
Much like Brick.
middle name can be like Judge
Yeah.
Judge Lugnut.
Judge Lug.
Judge Lug. Like a
Jug
Judge Lug.
Judge Lug.
I
Just
would
like,
Judge,
fuck, dude,
Judge
like-
Dredd.
That
Judge
name
Dredd.
fucks. Like honestly, Judge Lug the third.
Judge Lug.
No, it's a good. It is a very good,
Judge
strong
Dredd.
name, though.
Did you ever
Judge is
watch
a-
that? That was a good movie.
Judge
Yeah,
Judy.
Sylvester
No,
Stallone.
Judge Dredd.
All right.
All right. Caleb says that Croc monitor is same one in Forrest's last Instagram post? ? I think it's absolutely incredible. Everything that you all do, Brian. I'm praying for you.
Thank you so much. I don't know what Forrest's last Instagram post was. He had 3 Croc monitors. So I'm not sure. I know Kilo was his like baby and very docile. This one was not very docile, but we were there.
When you unboxed it, right?
We unboxed this animal. I was there for it when it was a baby. So
remember that video.
I mean, it was really cool, but I guess it kind of freaked out afterwards and just kind of came whatever. So I just, I mean, I really, avoided looking at Forrest's face or Instagram stuff afterwards. And, but it could be the same one, but I think it was probably Kilo.
Kilo
Probably
makes
Kilo.
more sense, yeah.
This one is a little smaller than Kilo, which is cute because I love the size of this one. It's
Oh
so
my God, it's
absolute.
perfect.
Like I said, I come in every day. It's almost the first thing I check on. I usually always check on like Bella, Ivy, and then
As you're working your way
yeah,
over there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Robert says Croc monitors are actually #1 in being the smartest reptile, followed by the emerald anole.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Well, that's interesting. I
hell
didn't
is
know
an
about the
emerald
emerald
anole?
anole. That's actually really cool. I'll have to
Is
look
that
into.
small? You
Yeah,
wanna-
let's Jay pull that shit up. Emerald anole. I think we've done this before, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think we've actually.
I
looked
feel like
at
I have looked
That's
this up.
the
Yeah,
smartest.
this is one of the smartest reptiles. You're kidding?
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
If it's so smart, why didn't it grow?
Yeah, idiot.
No, that's interesting. I would love to. I tell you what,
Buy a
I'm
book.
gonna look into why he said that,
about it.
and if people really do believe it's the smartest, I would love to get some.
Yeah,
if
I
they're
would too.
available. Robert, thank you for the advice on that, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Croc monitors are wicked.
It just doesn't make sense. It's not like looking at a normal lizard.
I
for
know.
sure.
No, but I wonder what that, because there's so many anoles. There's hundreds of species, maybe not hundreds, but certainly
There's a
dozens
lot,
and
yeah.
dozens of species of anoles. So I wonder what would make the emerald anole more
Intelligent.
than the other species.
Probably the
So,
elevation.
I don't know.
Similar to like, why is the Croc monitor smarter than the other monitors,
the
right?
other monitors, yeah.
Yeah.
It's certainly possible, but nevertheless, that's really interesting.
Judge just threw some money for the wine
Judge,
fund.
there he
That's
is.
right.
See?
Appreciate
See?
it.
Judge
Hey,
is
thank
Coming
you.
in with a strong
was
name.
it Judge Venom? Is that
Judge
what-
Venom.
Yeah, Venom.
Oh, okay, that's a
Oh fuck,
killer
that's
name.
even harder.
That's heavy.
Yeah,
You need to drop a mixtape, dude.
Judge Venom.
Dude, if that's not your real name, you need to right now go change your name
Yeah.
to that.
Or I
legally.
am.
Judge Venom.
Add a number to the
Damn,
end of it too.
that's like a.
I'm telling you, the
Damn.
numbers.
It sounds like an
damage.
album.
Do
Damn.
damage.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. You cannot be a failure in life with that name.
No.
Yeah.
Judge Venom.
Well, maybe you can be called the Judge Venom,
The Judge Venom.
and then X
Or Sir.
I
Or Sir Judge Venom.
the 8th,
Yeah, the
the
8th.
7th.
Yeah, it's the
seventh or
seventh.
something. Yeah, I
That's
agree.
fine.
You guys are
XII.
ridiculous.
Dan Andrew
I
says,
don't know.
"Hey guys, thanks for reading out my message last week. Hope you guys are all well, especially Brian. Keep marching forward, big dog."
Thanks,
Hey,
man.
thank
I
you,
appreciate
Dan.
it. And I mean, like I said, I'm feeling a lot more myself today. That doesn't mean tomorrow's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know what. The problem with my state is that every day is a roller coaster, and there's no rhyme or reason. Today was an up and down day for the most part, but I had glimpses of really good times,
Hell
and I
yeah.
feel pretty good right now.
Hell yeah.
It's the best I felt in a podcast in 2 months. Let's
Which is
put it
great.
that way.
Yeah.
Because I've struggled through. So let's hope that
cookie.
a cookie would make it better. You know what would make it better?
What?
A sauna.
Oh, where would you get one
Where
of those?
would we see a sauna at, Lori? Where could we get a sauna? Because, I had a gym membership just to
I
go
was
to a sauna.
just going to say that.
Just to go to a sauna, but then
Yeah.
gym shut down. And even with the gyms now opening, which I think open
Where?
tomorrow, as a matter of fact, here in
wow.
Michigan, the saunas aren't going to be open. But guess what?
What?
Today I got a sauna.
Woo! Congrats, dude.
We put a sauna in. As a matter of fact, let me check my email or my messages and see if
yeah.
my electrician hooked it up. I hope he did.
Dude, this
my
guy's
hope is
raving about your sauna. You love it.
I
Oh, dude.
love the sauna.
You better not like get all dry. Because,
No, it
like,
does the opposite. It does opposite. It actually moisturizes your skin.
maybe you'll melt.
Yeah,
You
it
can
does.
melt for sure.
So
Yeah.
there's so many health benefits to saunas, and I've just always loved saunas. Far before
Tell
my
me some of the
anxiety
health
issues.
benefits.
No, get this:
Okay.
70% reduction. If you
70.
do, get this: if you go
Okay.
3 times a week,
3.
70% reduction
70.
in Alzheimer's potential.
Wow.
70%.
Is that wild?
That's pretty good. I'm gonna do that then.
Yeah, 70% reduction in Alzheimer's.
That was the key thing for
Yeah,
me.
for you. That's how she was like, yeah, you can spend the money, Brian, because the Alzheimer's does run in my family pretty hardcore. So
God knows that's
Fuck.
the last thing we need.
I think I already got early onset.
really
It
does.
does, dude.
20, dude.
Well, good thing we got a sauna.
I'm like hopping that
But no,
sauna.
there's obviously
Burn it out.
burning out.
even things like the COVID. I mean,
Yeah.
you really can
Helps
sweat
your-
out.
Sweat it out.
Yeah,
get
you're
rid
pretty
of
much making
viruses.
yourself aphearal.
Yeah,
you know?
you're getting out of the toxins in your body. There's tons and tons and tons of health benefits, but you guys know that we don't. None of us do. We don't spend money on ourselves and buying a lot of stuff.
No, it does.
Yeah, food and stuff like that. But we're not like the materialistic people, and we work hard, and
Try
so
not to
why
be.
not spend the money on a sauna? And
Something
we
good for
did.
your health too.
Yeah, and it's good for my health, and it's just raises my spirits, and I'm glad that today I told Laura yesterday because I wasn't having a particularly great day yesterday. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't very good. And I was telling Lori, I hope that today I was going to feel better if the sauna does work, which I hope I'm not going to be disappointed when I get home. That I would be bummed if I didn't feel good enough to test it out tonight. So hopefully after the podcast, we can go do a sauna. And it's pretty cool.
How big is it?
It can fit up to 8 people.
Jeez, that's a big
So,
boy.
so,
The whole
so this
gang,
is the thing. The guy that, whatever. The guy that sold me the sauna. The guy, no. I'm just trying to say. I don't want people to think that like, oh, what a baller, like because I got an 8-person sauna. I mean,
No,
that's not,
there's
you
a
know.
reason that we
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, what it was is the guy originally that is a sauna expert was like, and I wanted a sauna that.
What's the title of that?
Yeah, there
job?
needs to be a good name
Well,
for
there's
that.
right, yeah,
saunaster.
Shauna Sear.
yeah.
I like it.
And I think that it's actually pronounced like
A
Rabbit?
sonologist. A
I think it's actually
sonologist.
pronounced Shona.
Shonologist?
Shona.
A
Not
sonologist.
But anyways, point is that this guy puts in
Sonologist.
saunas, and I wanted the ones that is like you can pour water on it, do the
Yeah,
eucalyptus
oils.
or oils or stuff like that. So I didn't want an infrared. And this guy, so these are Finlandia, which are like, the obviously good ones or whatever.
Finlandia.
But anyways, point is that he was like, oh, well, most of the time you're going to have 1 or 2 people. You should get this small one that can fit 4 people. And it was cheaper, the 4, obviously. But my mentality was like, I want to be comfortable and I want to have something. And if I have 5 friends over, I don't want one friend to be sitting out waiting for the other friend to
Like
go
a
out.
jerk,
I'm like,
yeah.
even if 10 times a year we have 6 or 8 people do it, it's worth me spending the extra money to have what I want, especially because I don't spend money on myself.
For sure.
So if this is like a lavish luxury for me, I might as well get something.
cool.
What I
Can
didn't
you
want to
put a
do was
TV?
spend X dollars and then 3 months later go, shit, I wish I would have spent that extra 20% and got what I wanted. Right?
Hell yeah.
So-
You should put a TV out there with some speakers.
Yeah. Well, speakers for sure. Speakers, I'm going to do speakers on the inside. And
That'll be so
I'm gonna
cool.
pimp
Will they
it
get
out.
wet?
Put some rainforest
No, they
noises.
How does that
You
happen?
can get Bose ones
You
that
can get,
are.
yeah, outdoors. You can get outdoor ones,
Yeah.
Can you get an outdoor TV in there too?
I think it might fog up.
I wonder if
Well,
there's a
and
way
plus
you could like, put it
electronic-
outside the window or
Put it in
something.
a
Yeah,
case.
something maybe like that. Because it's like I told Jay, like even when I went to the gym and did the sauna, like after about 10 minutes, your phone even shuts off because your
Yeah, it gets
phone
hot.
electronics get too hot and it shuts down.
Bring your phone in the sauna?
Hell
Oh
yeah,
yeah, dude. I
fine.
got stuff to do, bro.
What?
This is
No,
exactly.
you don't.
This
No,
defeats-
you don't.
This
Hey,
defeats
no, you
the
don't.
thing. There will be no
You-
TV. I don't know about the speakers. You're
That's
supposed
true.
to.
for
Sorry.
You are supposed
Sorry.
to put
You're
some
right.
be
Nice-
relaxing.
Yeah, but you put some nice
No,
like
you have a problem.
binary.
Disconnect.
No, you put some nice binary music on. Meditate in there.
binary.
It's basically like You know
Like
what?
the
I'll buy you the
pioneer.
bowl. I'll buy you the bowl. Have you know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
No.
You go, you tap it one time, you give it a ding, and then you grab
Ohm,
it. and
the
you-
ohm.
and
You
then
can so you can be
around
in the
rim.
sauna making your own.
Yeah, and that's all
Hey,
you need.
There you go. His birthday's coming up. Get him
I got you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
That's a good gift. They actually do feel good. It sounds
So
good.
with any
because then
luck-
you're learning something
yeah,
too.
I'm
Yeah, but you
learning.
need to.
I'm always learning.
good to learn.
So with any luck tonight, we'll have a sauna.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but the
Well,
point.
we're gonna have it. It just may not work.
Yeah, exactly.
You can still sit in it.
We can sit in it and pretend.
Well, let me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like you said, with any luck, and honestly, luck has been really,
Really
sucked
shitty.
recently.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
suck
so
luck.
like,
So let me just.
we'll just sit in
we
the
talked
sauna
about
here.
we'll
Yeah,
sit in the
just sit in
sauna.
it.
Let me just digress for 1 minute. What happened leading up to the sauna is that about how many? It's 4 years ago, something like that. A good friend of mine that makes really high end pools for houses, like $250,000 plus.
He who shall not be named.
He won't be named. We won't call
Ben.
him out. Ben. And no, he's one of my dearest friends. I love him to death. But so he was doing this hot tub, like built-in hot tub for this kind of rich guy. And this rich guy had this nice like 8-person hot tub that he only used twice. He's like, I've used it twice. You could have it for free.
yeah,
So I show up, we do this big thing, loading it,
Free.
carrying it out, getting it in. I get my electrician to come out and wire it on up. Fucking thing is just full of leaks. Doesn't work. We
Doesn't
never
work.
even got a chance to fill it up with water. So it sat in our backyard for 4 years.
Yeah,
Plugged in,
actually,
too.
that was a
Plugged in.
wonderful night because you filled it up and
Oh,
left
yeah.
the hose running, and then you're like, make sure you turn it off when you get home.
Yeah.
And I get home,
it's
and
leaked out everywhere, yeah.
the backyard is flooded
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it never stayed in. All the water
Yeah, all the
just
water-
went
Yeah.
out.
So what happens,
Yeah.
what happens
what an
up
asshole, right?
Oh,
That-
yeah.
that fucking guy that owned it. Guess what? You're a dick.
Yeah, no, it was a mess up thing because it would have cost him $500 to trash it.
Yeah.
And that's why it
Exactly.
stayed in our backyard for so long, is because it was going to cost me $500
Yeah,
to
and
get
we
rid
even
of
had
it.
somebody come out to see if it could get fixed, and they told us it would be cheaper for you to buy
buy
a
a new
brand
one,
new
yeah,
one
than
than
to
to
fix it,
fix
yeah.
this
So
one.
he said not only would it be cheaper to do that, he goes, I could spend all that money and it still may not work. He said,
Oh
so
my
he goes,
God,
I
dude.
would just get rid of this thing.
What a
So,
shit
so
show.
we
I'm
ended
just
up
happy to have
yeah,
that
so that's
gone.
gone.
Anything
so
could be
now
there.
we could have a sauna that doesn't. No, this is brand new sauna.
sauna that doesn't work.
It's a brand new
That's what
sauna.
he was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, we could sit in it.
Listen, we could start a fire in that bitch.
That's
We'll
right,
get
baby.
it hot.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, we could
bring
sit
a
in it.
fire
It just,
pit
it
in.
just
Actually,
isn't gonna work. It's
oh
really
my
just a
God.
room.
All right, we
is
don't
what
have
it
to
is.
set it on
It
fire.
is.
We've got one of those little oil heaters for the incubator
That's not
room.
bad,
We'll just
yeah.
set that bad boy
Not
in
a
there. It'll get
terrible
hot.
idea.
We'll
It's
sweat.
really not a bad
All
idea.
right, that's our backup plan.
That's our back.
Yeah, if the worst comes to worst, that's what you can do tonight. You just plug that sucker in.
Yeah.
Why
Bring an
haven't-
extension cord home.
Why haven't you just used the incubators?
Is a sauna?
Yeah.
It's not quite hot. The incubator is only 89 degrees. They just get 160.
Okay.
So it's a big difference.
That
So
is a big difference.
What's the hottest you can go without dying?
160.
130. No, I don't.
160s for those days you're feeling it, you know?
Yeah,
Feel
I'm not
lucky.
sure.
You're like 300.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
sure.
like, what would happen? Would you boil from the inside out?
Well, it was at 212 degrees is boiling.
Yeah.
So you'd have to.
But
be
your
over
brain would
220.
start feeling fun. I remember when we were in Utah, Brian, and we
Yeah.
went to Delicate Arch.
Yeah,
What would it
delicate
start
arch, yeah.
feeling? You didn't-
Dude, we temp gunned the ground. It was like 100 and what, 160, 150?
Yeah, it was 165. I think it was.
And
yeah.
I
touch
mean, we sat on it, and when we were walking back, you could feel our brains like cooking.
Yeah,
straight
no,
up.
it was like I
scary.
started getting dizzy and like real lightheaded, a little headachy,
Yeah.
like heat strokey. So I don't
That's
think
cool.
saunas are.
It was really cool.
I mean,
it was dope, dude.
It was so fun. I
was
didn't
great.
go.
I had
I do love it. I do love heat. I love.
I
the
got heat stroke a few times. One time I thought I saw my cousin die
Oh
No
shoot.
way.
from heat stroke.
Football practice.
Yeah, in football practice we were
Yeah.
we were on the same team, but we were on two separate practice fields, and like our water station
yeah.
was like in the middle, and I was over by the water, and then my friend Ricardo comes running over. He's like, "Yo, I think your cousin just died." I'm like, "What?" I look over there, and there's somebody literally just not moving
Oh my
on the
gosh.
ground, and people
Passed out.
around, passed out. And he's just like out,
Oh my
right? And there's
gosh.
people around him just like messing with his body and shit. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm like, oh my god, Jake! So I run over there, and they're like yanking. They're yanking.
That was a good
on,
run.
They're yanking on his helmet, right? And so he's like, he's out. He's not responsive, and they're yanking on his helmet, like breaking his neck and shit. And they get the helmet off, and they just start pouring water on him and
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
And he eventually woke up,
Thank
and
God.
he was just like,
But he's never been the same.
Yeah, he's been all fucked up. Like honestly,
That's the problem. Now we understand what happened.
Cooked his brain.
It's weird. Like,
Yeah.
it's just it took him out, and then my uncle almost killed us one time too. But
Yeah, no, it's Well, I'll tell you a quick story about.
Sun's
I was
real.
at, and then let's hit some super chats.
Yeah.
I was at a place called the Tri-City Zoo and Tri-State Zoo. I'm sorry, in Maryland, and I had Aaron, our one camera friend of ours, and then when Dave Galler was our camera guy too, and Dave came out, and it was a really hot day. I mean, it was very, very hot,
Yeah.
But he. We filmed through the day, and about maybe 5 o'clock, Dave was like, "Are we almost done?" He goes, "I'm just not feeling that good." And I thought, what a pussy, I mean, let's go, we drove 7 hours. Let's go. And, but so anyways, we finally finished up and he wasn't looking good. He threw up the entire 7-hour drive home. 7 hours home. We had to pull over like every 15 minutes for him to throw up
That
outside
sounds
the car
terrible.
because of
Did
heat
you feel
stroke.
Why didn't you
bad or
just
did you
leave
get
him?
mad?
Oh, I was pissed. I'm like, we could have got home in 7 hours, but it took 10 hours because I felt really bad. I really did. I felt bad for him. And the funny thing is that he actually started feeling better about 45 minutes from home.
Well,
Of
that's
course
When he
he
finally
did.
got home, he started feeling
That's
better and he
good.
didn't throw up anymore. But heat stroke is serious, is what I'm saying. He
It
got
is.
heat stroke and it was really bad. And when we were in
Yeah.
Utah, that was pretty. Well, the only time I came closer to heat stroke was when we were in Mexico at Chichen Itza.
Oh, that sounds right.
I mean, we were like baking down there. And remember, we were finishing up the vlog. We were filming the
the only
vlog,
time.
and I could barely put a sentence together.
it's not the only time.
There's more times?
Yeah,
What's that?
Devil's Dune, baby.
Oh, I've heard this story,
That
dude.
wasn't heat stroke.
No, that was just
Oh, I'm
that
sure
was just
it
a
had a
normal
part of
stroke.
it.
No,
I'm
it's
sure
not,
it
it
had
wasn't,
a part
it
of
wasn't
it.
That
even
was
that hot.
just a regular stroke.
Yeah, it wasn't even that hot. It was
You
just
were
that
fucked.
exertion. Yeah.
You were fucked. There was
I'd
this,
never go up that again.
Can you tell that story? Because that shit's so funny, dude.
yeah. So up north, there's these in Michigan. There's
Is it
sand
Devil
dunes.
Slide or
the
something?
Devil
Devil's-
Slide UP or
So
something like that.
in Michigan, up north,
Yeah, there you
there's
go.
a bunch of sand dunes, and you're about to see them here if you're in a second
That's
if you're
it, that's
watching.
it.
And yeah, so it's
That's literally
I
it.
gotta find a better one. Hold on.
Yeah,
See that
so-
caution right there? Go to the caution one.
even the one
right here?
below,
Yeah, right
like,
there. So,
so-
just to give you an idea of like, that's the top of the. Oh shit, that didn't work out.
I
well.
got you. Don't worry about it. Just keep
So
talking.
the point is that it's very steep. It's a
600
drop
foot
off,
straight
right?
down.
Yeah,
600 foot straight down.
straight down. So we all decided that it would be fun to do it because whatever. It's called the Devil's Dune.
Well,
That's
I'd been doing it
intimidating,
since I was a
right?
kid.
Right. Like how many times?
Oh, I did it 50 times at least.
And this was
minimum.
the time that we brought your friend,
Max.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
me
was
and Max
just
came.
Yep,
Just
and
we
then-
brought our
Artie.
dog
and
too.
Artie.
Yeah, Artie, our husky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we were all just like hiking down this thing and
Well, you
down
don't even
it.
hike. You just like when
You're
this is like
rolling,
a
you're
normal,
jumping.
yeah, a normal sand dune. You jump. You get to the bottom. This you jump for like 20 minutes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Roll.
Yeah,
Tuck
You're
and
I mean it's
roll.
like it takes
rolling.
like 20 minutes of running down to get to the bottom,
To get down.
just to get down. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were like we get down and we're like, wow, that was exhausting going down.
Yeah.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
And we walk around the beach. We go, well, this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
It wasn't really worth it.
Yeah, it was Lake
honestly.
Superior at the end, but yeah.
Yeah, it
you
was
know,
cold
yeah.
water.
Yeah,
it was
and,
like
and yeah,
whatever.
you have to park at the top, so it's not like you go up and down. You have to park at the top. So when you go down, there's only
have
one
to go
way.
back up.
You have
You
to
have
go
to go
up.
back
You have
up.
to go back up.
And you were just going back up, and you just stopped making it. I don't
I
even
did,
remember
yeah.
what happened. Like fully, like you were like, oh my god. So we were hiking up, and I was at the front, and
Well, the
I
two
remember,
young kids.
yeah,
they're just
Max
like,
and I, and
going up.
we were at the front, and then Mom and Dad and Artie, they were kind of down. Mom was kind of waiting for you because you were struggling
Yeah.
climbing up. And then I remember there was this older, like tan guy. You know,
Yeah.
he was like he looked real oily, like he had a visor on too and some Oakley shades. And he came down and he looked at you and he was just like, I don't think he's gonna make it. Like you guys should get some help. And you know, you were like, no, I'm gonna make it. And then
Yeah.
somehow we eventually made it to the top. There was
Yeah. I
horse
just
flies biting us. That
Yeah, that
hurt
was the
so
thing. The
bad.
horsefly
Oh,
sucked.
yeah.
Sun
But
was
I
so
just had to
hot.
make a lot of stops. I mean, I just was gassed. I mean,
Yeah.
it was it's unbelievably exertion that
Yeah.
that goes into
And I
climbing
don't think
that.
you were in your prime.
No,
No,
you-
yeah, I was
condition
probably
at
not.
all
Yeah,
either
yeah.
at
I mean,
that
I don't think I could
Lot of-
make it now, but I'm probably in better shape now than I was
A lot
then.
of Home Depot hot dogs
yeah,
and
yeah. Let's hit some
Pepsis.
Yeah, you got it.
Free Pepsi.
My diverse life. Is his name Josh?
Joshua.
Josh, okay. He said, my mind didn't even go to that direction for kush, and I'm well aware of what kush means. Oops.
Yeah, it's a tough one, you know. I mean, I love the name because I think it's cute, but if it makes us look like druggies, that's not good
I
for our
understand.
reputation.
For the Reptarium. Stephanie says, Rocco could be a rated G name. My thought being Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life was a wallaby.
That was a great show.
That was a
Yeah,
good
it
show.
was a good show. Yeah.
Very cool.
What was Rocco about? What did we were talking about? Rocco?
No, we weren't.
No, she was saying a
She's
name
gonna-
for the...
Oh, for the name for the
Croc.
Oh, okay,
Rocco the
yeah.
Croco.
Rocco the Croc. That's not bad, actually.
It's not bad. I like
Rocco. God, I remember that name. I like
I got
that
you.
name. That's a
Yeah.
cool name.
it. We got
feeling
Curtis says, can't wait for my Lucy merch. Watch your videos every day here in Canada.
Well, thank you.
love.
And I heard, our
What's up,
girl
Canada?
Heavenly Knees actually said that she got her Lucy merch today. So apparently it's going to be there anytime.
Awesome.
So that's good.
Fucking Liz says you look like Shawn Michaels.
It's so true, dude.
Can we get a pic-
so
can we get
many
a picture?
people- Yeah, pull up Shawn
Put it
Michaels
side by
because
side.
I hear it all the time, but I don't know who this guy looks like.
You know who it is, dude.
I don't know what it
my
looks like.
God.
He better be a handsome guy.
He's fucking
I
black.
was totally gonna say is it a black guy?
Fucking black.
All right, Shawn Michaels.
Damn, that does
Dude.
look like
That was the
Fucking
first
Brian,
picture.
dude.
Dude, look at
Okay.
that, man. Well,
He's
yeah, there you
stunning,
go.
dude.
I'm
Looks
in.
just like you, bro.
It's all right. I like it. I'm not. I want.
Dude, that's literally, bro.
That
That
just
does
need to
look
get
like
you that
more like
vest.
you.
I'm gonna get that. Yeah, I'm gonna do
This
it.
is
Oh, there you
incredible.
go. That's a good one.
Yes,
God.
straight up.
I don't have that much fur on my chest. Though, but
Put a mustache
I'll
on
work
there.
on it though. I'll work on it for
That's
you.
so good.
Wow.
All right, well there you go. I actually get asked that a lot. Seriously, like even when I'm out, sometimes people are like, "Oh man, you look just like that dude." I didn't know what he looked like till just
It
now.
happens all the time.
I
Yeah,
don't
seriously.
think
all
you
the
do,
time.
but-
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
out.
okay.
We're at fucking Outback or something.
Yeah.
And
Like, you Shawn
the bartender
Michaels?
would be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels."
Hey, you're that dude, and I'm thinking they're watching YouTube.
You're like,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I
the
am.
wrestler-
WWE.
Let me sign your shirt.
And then I go Brian B, and they're like, "Who's Brian?"
Yeah,
But it's just Shawn Michaels.
you can't say that unless you're at a Subway, dude.
Yeah,
Subway
I
always
know.
gets your back.
Subway gets it, man. I haven't been to Subway in a bit though.
Long
A
time.
minute.
You know, I brought a live turkey into Subway and ordered a
Oh,
sandwich
that's
before.
right. Yeah, turkey.
Was it a turkey sandwich?
Yeah, he did do a turkey
That's
sandwich.
fucking
God, think of me, but man, no.
Yeah, Luke says, so good to see you all again. Much love from the screaming guitarist. You can.
I love the screaming guitarist. We talked with him last time.
Hell yeah. And,
Screaming guitarist, dude. You know,
know.
what? I'm sick of it. Screaming guitarist?
what?
What's wrong with that guy?
Yeah, why are you yelling
Why
so
are you
much?
yelling, dude?
My
Why are you
ears
so
are hurting.
upset,
Go
man?
cry.
You're
once
playing
or
guitar
twice,
for
you know
a
what I
living,
mean?
you know?
Yeah.
Let out a couple tears. Maybe you won't be screaming so
Sing
much.
Wonderwall.
Jeez.
Cryptic Soul says,
Oh yeah.
curious when you are going to do more package openings. I sent one about a week ago.
Oh, my
also,
gosh.
love the vlog and the podcast.
Hey, thanks, Cryptic. We literally were just talking about tonight. I have a bunch of things we have to unbox. And what it is I could always unbox them like without filming, but I want to film it. You know?
Yeah, and we don't want to put like 15 minutes of just unboxing.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
make sense.
exactly.
So we'll get to that maybe tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably be next week before
Can
we
we hear
start seeing it.
something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't heard Mom talk once this whole time. Can Mom talk a little bit?
She's talked.
No, she hasn't.
Hi.
Hi, Lori.
Sorry.
Let's ask Mom something. All right, Mom. All right, let's get something off the top of the dome, okay? For Mom. Okay, Mom. If you were to skydive,
Oh god.
but you couldn't die, all right? So you're skydiving. Where would you jump into?
Jump into.
Yeah,
Tim Hortons.
like if you were
line.
invincible, for example.
So you don't have a parachute.
yeah, but you don't die either. You're
So you
immortal.
just like you're like a superhero land.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The Reptarium.
Exactly.
You can't say that. Mine was a word stumble. That was bad. So I would land in the middle of a volcano.
Ooh.
I would skydive out in the middle of a volcano and see what it's like to be
Punch the earth.
Punch through. And
I always like.
magma?
So go ahead.
So where would you land?
I don't really know. I guess the first thing that pops into my head is maybe Grand Canyon. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's
Canyon.
cool.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's
that
kind
would
of
be
cool.
kind of dope.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I would probably like the Adelaide River with a bunch of saltwater crocodiles.
Africa?
Ooh.
No, in Australia.
Oh.
in
Close.
Darwin, Australia. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, 'cause you
you'd
can't
be like in
die.
the jungle with
Yeah,
some-
if you were like,
that would-
I've always wanted. So the Adelaide
Yeah.
River looks like almost like coffee. It's like you can barely see,
Yeah,
but there's
it's
like
muddy.
hundreds and hundreds of
I've
Some
seen
of the
it, yeah.
most
saltwater
beautiful
crocodiles.
fish in the world
Yeah.
too.
Really? I didn't even know
I
that.
just
I
made
just
that
know.
up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But dude, you would said it
in
confidently,
the
so we all believed
right.
it.
Really? Yeah, that coffee river.
But I've always said I'd
fish.
love to just jump in and see if I could make it across.
Oh, dude, you
couldn't.
totally could.
No, you wouldn't. You would make it
couldn't.
10 feet.
Oh, you can make it, dude.
You wouldn't make
How
it 10
crazy
feet.
is that?
Listen,
That's
you
like
did the
a-
batshit cave. Might as well do that
Yeah,
next.
no, it was pretty cool. But the jumping croc cruise down the Adelaide is really cool.
Jumping crotch. Jumping crotch cruise.
You guys just switch crotches.
I always like when skydivers, they'll say, "You're gonna go punch some clouds today."
Is that what they say?
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
they
a good
say.
one. I
That's
like
a
that.
good one, right? Because they're punching through clouds. I think that's awesome. You know,
Fucking like sometimes people like
Say stupid shit.
Say such stupid shit. Like all you can do is just laugh at it, right?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
Well, like that's what makes it so funny to me. It's like that's what makes it so funny. You're just
Yeah.
like, we'll go punch some clouds, dude. And then the thought of you thinking like, oh wow, that guy's cool, is so funny to me. It's just like that's not cool.
It is cool. It is cool, man.
He's like a superhero, Noah.
Jay and I have talked
Clouds.
about the fact that he knows a place, and I was just watching the other night of the telescopes on top of the mountain in Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah.
And I want to go to a place where you're above the clouds
Hell yeah.
and look down. And Jay said that he knew
I've gone to a
place
couple.
You
There's
knew
a
a place?
There's a place in Georgia
No place.
that we went to, and you had to climb up this like 100-foot fire tower. And when you got to the top, I'm talking like a sea of clouds, and like just mountains peeking through. Sunrise.
That'd be
was
cool.
beautiful.
That would be really cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Stairway to Heaven is like that too. And
Oh, I'm
in
sure.
Hawaii.
That's way higher. This wasn't even that crazy high of a mountain. You
Yeah.
just have to get there on the right day where the clouds invert.
Yeah.
below.
And where the moon is gone.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a bright moon.
Well, not this in the daytime.
No. He's talking about just
I'm
to
talking
be
about in the
above the
daytime.
clouds on a mountain.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
to
not
be-
talking about stargazing?
No, but that's
No,
cool too.
no.
I'm down.
No, yeah. I mean, star thing.
So
would be
you just
cool,
want to
but
be above clouds.
I just want to be. Yeah, I want to be standing on something. I guess the
Have you
Golden Gate
never
Bridge
been-
does that sometimes
Yep.
too.
Yeah, that'll do
You
it.
know?
Have you never been in a city, like on top of a roof, buildings in cities, like big cities?
I've been there, but I've never seen clouds beneath.
Really?
The thing.
I've
Yeah.
never been in a city with
I
that.
have.
What
New York,
city? Really?
100,000,000%. Yeah.
Wow.
100
I don't
million
remember
percent.
anything. I don't remember anything.
That's
Maybe
crazy.
I was just fucking dreaming though.
Yeah,
You might have
it's
been dreaming,
possible.
dude.
But I have the memory, so.
So
fuck
that's all
it.
that
Yeah,
matters.
That's all that
it
matters, is
yeah.
'cause in his
as long as
mind
you
it
know
happened.
it. Yep, as long as you know that.
I believe it.
I believe it.
So Mike says, got to keep the wine fund topped up. Love from Toronto.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Mike.
man.
It's the only way she's gonna make it.
Alan says, trying to help you guys out during this time. Thanks for the cameo a couple weeks ago.
Ah, thanks so much, man. We appreciate you
I
so
love
much.
you,
I really
Alan.
yeah, thanks, Alan. Seriously.
Does
thank you
he
so much for-
ever get mistaken for a wrench?
Alan Wrench?
It's like, oh, I need an Allen wrench.
I'm right here.
Oh, I'm Allen.
Probably not.
I would imagine. There's a lot
Maybe
of
that's a
Allens out
pickup
there.
line. Maybe you can use that as a pickup line. Let's like make one up real quick.
Oh, man.
Alan
Alright.
Wrench.
I can fix you.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, oh, can
Let me
can I
tune you up.
Can I screw you?
No, I got.
My,
I just.
my name's Alan. Can I,
No.
can I wrench those titties?
Wrenches,
Oh, shit, dude.
wrenches don't
looking a little
screw.
full.
That's not gonna.
Can I wrench them out?
Again, wrong podcast.
Yeah, wrong.
Okay.
That's supposed to be on Friday.
On Fridays?
On Fridays. Elaine.
Oh, wait.
I
Do you
wish-
still use a foot spa?
Yeah, 100%. Foot spa's great. Man.
Now the croc monitor's right next to you when you do
Yeah,
it.
now you can do the Fit Spa and watch the Croc monitor like right there. Ivy's on the
Yeah.
other side. What's that?
Yeah.
Jonathan JD says, I
Yeah,
can't say that,
no.
can I?
Ask that on Friday.
Yeah, ask on Friday.
yeah,
You come
ask
back.
on Friday, please.
Jonathan.
Boston
no.
Oh,
Kissinger
man.
says, "Hey, finally caught checking in live. Thanks for
Oh,
showing
I'm
up."
so
Hey, what's
glad
up,
that you're here
boss?
live. Yeah, thanks you for joining us live.
Elaine just came back. She thought she did a typo, but we knew what you meant.
Oh
so.
yeah, no, we totally knew
Hey.
what you meant, but thank you so much. Yeah, we
Thank you,
definitely we
Elaine.
love this fish spot, and the fish spot's super popular too. I mean, every weekend we get a lot of people doing the fish spot.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god,
really
so
like
cool.
to dip my butt cheeks in it.
Yeah,
Just like,
face. Just do your face.
Haley says, "Hey, Barcheck fam, can't wait to come visit."
I hope you will. I think it's gonna again, with the new limited numbers at the Reptarium. I think it's a better experience.
What
Hey,
happened?
Tingle Monster.
Tingle Monster.
Tingle Monster
Says, "Hey everyone, late to the podcast tonight. Tonight has been a bit of a kitchen fire, or Oh, she's late because she had a bit of a kitchen fire.
fire.
Oh my goodness. Hope everyone's okay. And a migraine since. How is everyone sending love from Tingles?
Yeah, hopefully your migraine is better. I get migraines a bit too, and they suck. So
they're
I
horrible.
And
Speaking
hopefully
of-
the kitchen fire wasn't bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure.
I
I think it was a saying. You know, right?
No.
It's
She
a-
says I'm late to the podcast tonight as had bit of a kitchen fire today.
Well, people say that. Like,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You know, today was a kitchen fire. You know, that's what people say.
Yeah.
all
I've
the
heard
time.
the expression, but then it
I
seemed
mean,
like,
Yeah, I highly doubt that Tingle's kitchen was on fire.
I can share
hope not, man.
an
I
Can I
hope
take
not.
that bet?
what is
I'll
she
bet
bet?
you. I'll
Yeah,
bet you.
let's bet.
There's no
What's the
way.
bet? What's the
All
bet?
right.
What's the bet?
Tingles, let us know if you.
It's a live bet on on
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
I'm
TV,
right.
baby.
That's the bet.
what foot
There's
massage.
no way. There's no way.
Can I share my almost having a kitchen fire experience?
Sure.
So
Oh,
So I was
God.
cooking
God.
bacon the other week.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, this is recent.
My house. Shit.
Yeah. Oh,
I was
boy.
cooking bacon the other week,
Turkey bacon.
and like people always are like, "Oh, don't put fucking water on grease."
No.
You're like
Oh.
idiots.
And I'm just like, "Well, fuck you guys. Like, I want to see if
Oh,
this is true,
God.
right?" So I pour it out,
You're
and then
so
just a
dumb.
big fucking smoke bomb just comes out. I was like, "Fuck, they're
Yeah.
serious.
Oh yeah. You gotta be careful.
Chemistry's real."
Chemistry. Yeah.
Grammy literally caught when I was a kid our kitchen on
I remember
fire.
that. I remember.
No, you don't.
Oh
'cause
no,
I was a
remember Tim-
child.
No, I remember her telling me about when we were
Okay,
on
I
Liver Noise.
I
No.
was like in second grade,
I
so
was-
you don't remember.
No, I remember her telling the story
yeah.
about that. Yeah.
She was cooking popcorn and the grease came out, and then
Yep.
she threw things. Literally, fire department came a whole 9 yards, like
Yeah,
burned
Yeah, it's
our
no
kitchen
joke.
up.
She
And our
told me
flat
that
was-
story
guys
when
know.
you were on Liver Noise.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, that's when she told me the story.
Okay.
I always
Yeah.
like to do it because it like gets really steamy and shit. Just like put a little water on, it goes like.
When you guys are here, what's going on at your house is
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
I
He's
know.
like
You
mixing
can't move out.
chemicals
You
in the
can't
fucking.
move out
No.
soon enough.
Dude,
If I move out, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
yeah, he's.
Speaking
dude,
of
that's
which,
incredible.
there's on the way across from Dairy Queen, I think that house caught on fire because when I drove home today, there was a big hole in the roof.
No way.
Like
Maybe
the
a
hole in-
meteor.
but I
dude.
didn't see the soot part of it.
That's
But the
probably
family was
more
standing outside, and there was
realistic.
some like adjuster, assurance adjuster there.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
had a bunch of stuff out on the car on the front lawn and stuff. So
Carpet.
yeah,
The
so
front
yeah.
carpet.
Front carpet,
That
dude.
front
sucks.
carpet.
Almost like fucking
We're gonna
Lawn.
vacuum the front yard real quick.
Hey,
Also
speaking
known
of
as
front
lawn.
carpet, speaking of front carpet, you know about my uncle.
Shaking bushes. No. Speaking of the front carpet,
No, you know
Does
my
it match the
you knew
dress?
my great uncle.
Yeah.
the Manscaped 3.0.
No, my great
Lawnmower.
uncle. This is a true story. My great uncle in Hamtramck
Yeah.
was so sick of cutting his lawn that he cemented it and painted it green.
What a G, dude.
This is true, and still to this day,
Yeah.
his
people
blood.
that are in Hamtramck, people tell me like, "Oh yeah, I went by this Hamtramck place. There's the front." I'm like, "Yeah, that was my uncle's house. He's
No
the one
way.
that did it."
Are you for real?
I swear to gosh, he
my
did that.
crotch ripped.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was an ADD moment. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
geez, that's too bad.
You were crotch jumping.
I'm
Dana.
sorry.
Dana just threw $10 for love, so
Hey,
thank you.
thanks, Dana. Thank you so much.
You guys
And
see that?
Pat said, "Would you do
Hey.
a video on how you clean up the female?" Wow, weird.
Wow, we just literally talked about
That's
that today.
wild,
yeah,
dude.
literally in the film that we
Why
did
is that
today.
something people think needs to be done.
Well, I mean, I guess the process, we talked literally today. I pulled a clutch and I said, yeah, I might show what I mean by that. Because obviously, you're not only cleaning the cage, but sometimes you're, like taking a little soap on the female so she gets the egg smell off her and stuff like that. So it's something that I thought, just a quick segment maybe where, because I say it almost every time, I'm going to get her cleaned up, get her ready, get her blah, and yet people probably have no idea what that means. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think I will do that.
That's so weird. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's wild that literally I said it today.
Yeah, no, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Olaf likes warm hugs, and he says, "Hi from San Diego, California. Hope to visit soon. Been watching since Vlog 365, and I was inspired to get my first normal ball python."
Thank you so much, Olaf. I appreciate it. San Diego is amazing. One of the nicest places in the planet.
Oh, I've heard.
Oh, it's such good weather in San Diego. I love
Marta
it.
says, "Have you named
Hey,
the new
Marta.
spider yet?" I think maybe the
Oh,
she's
the
talking about
millipede. What did we say?
Twizzler.
Twizzler.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
guys think? Twizzler, the millipede.
I like it.
Yeah.
When I think Twizzler, I think the red ones,
Black
Well, there's
lick.
black Twizzlers, and it looks like a
Licorice.
black Twizzler.
but nobody likes the black ones.
I like them.
You don't like black licorice.
There's the only licorice I eat is black licorice.
No, that is true, Mom. That is true. No,
That
that's
is not
always been
true.
true. No, that is one thing I will back up, Dad, because
All right, I'm gonna buy
remember-
some because I've literally never seen.
I remember
you eat
being a
black
kid
licorice.
and Dad like sucking on some black licorice, and you just fucking like,
Shut up. You know what? I'm done. I am so fucking done with this podcast.
Dude, Luke says I did a live and cried the other day as a new song of mine hits a little too deep. The screaming's from the crying. Oh, he's the
so
good screaming
that's
guitarist.
a screaming guitarist. Yeah,
I get you,
Okay.
dude.
oh, so he does cry. Good for you,
Yeah,
man.
good
It's
for
good
you,
to get
man.
those
You gotta let
emotions
that out, man. Gotta
You
let
don't want
that
to be
out.
bottled up. Maybe that can even be a lyric in your song. I'll let you borrow that.
I'll let you
Can't-
borrow it.
I can't bottle up my sorrows till tomorrow. No more.
Tomorrows, you gotta be tomorrows with an S.
Yeah, something like that.
Sorrows
Fuck it.
with tomorrows.
Yeah, your sorrows for the tomorrows.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, Crypt.
Take what you need with that, and
Yeah, get back to us.
Hit us up
We're gonna
with
sue
the-
you in 20 years when it's
not
on the
gonna
top.
be a good one.
when it's the number one
When
on the
it's
board,
number one,
Jack.
we're gonna sue you for all the royalties. So just remember that.
Cryptic says, I can't speak for others, but I would be open to unboxings on the podcast. Forgot to
Oh,
mention
that's
before.
actually a good idea.
I like that a lot, actually.
That's a really good
No.
idea.
Not on
no,
my
why?
podcast. Not when I'm involved in.
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. Why the
I'm
hell?
just joking.
Why? I think that it would be cool to do.
You can do
little
Oh yeah,
unboxings.
and this is
That's a good idea.
Unboxing of what?
Like the stuff people send us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
not
don't. We don't.
snakes.
snakes.
Okay.
I thought
No,
we were
no,
talking
no,
about-
no.
So did I. I'm
Snake
like,
cutting.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I'm thinking like
We're
that.
doing
That might be a
snake
good
eggs.
thing.
And you don't have to
yeah.
do all of them at once. Do like 3 things, and you could start the podcast.
No, I
off
think
with
I
that or
think we'll
something.
do
Yeah.
that next week. We'll save a few things for next week, and we'll unbox it on the
Let's
podcast.
save a few of the
You're-
pile. Hundreds that's
Yeah,
there.
Hundreds.
There's a lot of stuff. But yeah, we'll save some. That's a great idea. I love that. We're
Yeah,
gonna
that was
do
Maybe
awesome.
someone can
We're gonna do
send
that.
us like a portable potty. A portable
Porter
potty.
a porter potty.
Because like I always have to freaking pee around 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
And like it would just be great to be able to just open the tap and just let her go right
No,
here.
that would not be
No, it wouldn't
great
be
when I'm
great for
sitting
you.
next to you.
Harsh.
A
Thanks.
stadium buddy maybe.
No.
Send me a stadium buddy.
Stadium buddy would be all right.
It goes inside the pant leg and there's a bag that attaches to your calf.
It's called a catheter.
Yeah, it's pretty much a catheter. Yeah, that
It's
sounds right.
close enough.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you? Yeah. Never mind.
Courtney.
Courtney says, hey from TC. Hope you can make it up
Oh
this
my
summer.
gosh,
Want to
yes,
show
Torch
you
Lake.
Torch Lake. Oh my god.
So this is the deal, Courtney. We want to do the like Leelanau Peninsula type thing for wine for Lori. We want to do Torch Lake and we want to do Silver Lake, right?
Silver Lake. Yeah.
So those are the 3 things we have to do.
Where's that? Michigan?
Traverse City.
Cool.
So Courtney, if you can make that happen, help us out.
Yeah. Shoot if you
Right?
shoot all of us a
Or my
message. Yeah.
sister that
Yeah, we
lives
have
in
family
Traverse
that
City.
lives there. We don't
sister's
need
fucking
you.
nuts, man.
Your sister's
Crazy.
fucking nuts.
Yeah. And this random person isn't.
That's the
love
one
you,
thing
Courtney,
that's
but-
Listen,
No, that's the
she,
one- the one-
she listens
Speak
to
of the devil,
podcast.
my Traverse City cousin's calling me right
It,
now.
literally, Traverse City cousin is calling right
weird.
now.
Hang
and
up.
it is interesting that we both have one thing in common. We have batshit crazy sisters.
That's true.
I love my sister's probably watching. I love you,
she
sisters.
is.
and
You're
mine
crazy.
might be too.
they
so
probably
that's
both are.
nice.
Well, listen,
not
I love both of our sisters.
Yeah.
You know
but
what?
they're crazy. But we're crazy too.
That's fair.
Yeah. What the?
What the
we're
fuck?
all crazy, man. Like this world makes you crazy. If you're not crazy, you're fucking crazy. Like, why are you not crazy? You're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
If you're not crazy, you're crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let roses burn.
Do you get that?
Hey, let Rosa. Oh, so wait, hang on a second here.
What? I'm
Lori.
hanging.
Lori, what was Let Roses Burn's name?
It was Lori.
It was fucking.
Is it Lori?
Yeah.
It's Caroline.
Laura. Yeah. Because I can't remember. She has a tour or what is the deal with that? I
do you
can't
mean?
remember.
She
You
gave
said the
you
other
the-
day like, no. I know
I
that.
put 2 and 2 together. Oh,
Yeah.
She had a Brian tour booked, but then
Oh,
it
okay.
got postponed
Got
because of the
postponed.
shutdown.
Right.
And then when she had emailed about something
Oh,
else,
okay.
it had her name, the Let Roses
Yeah, and you're
Burn,
like, oh my
and
God,
her
Let Roses-
name.
Yeah. So we know who you are now. We have your address. So
Yeah. So we're coming for
we're
you.
Yeah.
coming for you. Let Roses Burn. But no, thank you for all your support. You're amazing.
Yeah. She said she can't believe she missed half the podcast, and we just answered. Did you name the millipede yet? So
Yeah, it's going to be called
Twizzler.
Twizzler the millipede.
And then again comes
like
back,
it.
and black licorice is the best. Okay, so she must have heard it
See?
already.
Yeah, tingles.
Wow.
Tingles says,
See?
"Wish I was kidding, Brian.
Oh
Luckily,
my
me, kids, and
God.
Animal Arcade. Kids is not
So
bad.
right.
We knew it.
So
Shit.
right. right.
You know why? Because
why do you
my
doubt me?
God.
because
ever?
if she would have said like that her day was
hater.
kind of a kitchen fire, I would be
Right.
like, I get it. But she said we had a kind of a kitchen fire. So I'm like,
my God.
she
I
actually had a
just
fucking
know
kitchen fire.
Well,
things.
Tingles, I'm so
So-
sorry.
Yeah, I'm glad you
I'm
guys are
sorry.
okay.
Number one,
Big
I'm
time.
sorry you had that
lost.
happen. I'm sorry that I doubted you.
And I'm sorry that Lori and I are
sorry
cheering
that
You
about
owe
it.
us both $70.
And I'm sorry that Lori's right again.
Yeah.
As always.
Fuck, man.
Every time. I should. As soon as Lori said it, I should have known.
I've started doing that with Maria. I'm like, as soon as it
Fuck.
gets to the point where she's like, I don't know, I'm like, oh, you're usually right. So it's
Yeah,
probably
it's
fine.
just it makes me
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I'm gonna stay single for a while.
Yeah. That's the
You know?
move.
It's just kind of fucked up saying sorry all the time.
Yeah, you get over
is
it
true.
eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, you know
Yeah.
It's
what?
just part of it.
Yeah,
kind of over it.
that's all right though.
Luke says, love this song. I'll make sure to cut you in on the royalties.
Awesome.
Noah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I do want to
Screenshot
cut
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I got it.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, on another day where I'm feeling more like kind of creative juice, like I'm feeling kind of juiced out right now. You know what I mean? I feel like I
Juicing?
got wrung out by
Life.
like maybe an employee at a juice bar or something. Like,
Oh, that happens.
I feel like a rag at the end of the day. Like I've already washed the dishes and now I'm sitting out to dry. You know what I mean? It's kind of getting wringed out. A
Are you
little
the
bit.
stinky rag
Oh,
that's
yeah,
sitting
dude,
there?
smell
Yeah, well,
that
fucking
smells like
stinky
shit?
rag,
Yeah.
Mom.
Stankin'.
I'm a stinky rag. And
The one that
you know-
nobody even wants to touch because it's like then your hands stink.
Oh, mildew rag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you have to keep rubbing it in?
I'm just trying to find out exactly what you are right now.
What rag you are?
I'm half stink. I'm
Okay.
about 60.
He goes, oh, okay.
Stinky.
All right, let's move on. John says, Brian, thanks for being such a big inspiration to me. I've been following you for over a year and a half now, and I'm now slowly chasing my animal dreams, starting with my 6-foot common boa
Thanks,
and
John.
want to add.
Well, John,
when I
that's
first
awesome,
read it,
man.
I read Noah at first, and I was like,
No.
"Wow, Noah, you're an inspiration."
Wow,
Yeah,
dude.
but it
Oh, well,
wasn't
thanks,
you,
John. No,
so-
seriously, and that's awesome, man. Follow
Sorry.
Thanks, Mom.
follow your
I love you
dreams, man.
too.
I
Yes.
hope people, if nothing else, we can inspire people to do that.
To follow their
Um,
dreams.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean that's so huge, right?
I think that inspiring creativity. So I got a little hair trim up today. I don't know
I
if
saw
you
that.
noticed.
So
Thank
You're so
you.
sexy.
So
Yeah.
but the point of me bringing that up was my barber and I were talking
Oh, yeah.
about how creativity in our lives has been very similar. How we both agreed that we've always tried to keep our childhood creativity. Like we've seen it die in other people.
Yeah, it's
and,
weird, right?
And we were like, you know what? We never want to let that part go from us. And we've never been friends prior to like a year ago, so it wasn't like a thing where we're buddies. Like
Right.
we just both crossed paths and we believed in the same thing. And I think that needs to be preached more. Like keep your freaking creativity, do what your
Imagination,
heart and
yeah.
what your mind tells you want to do.
I think that
Don't let anyone else
yeah.
choose it.
I think the downside is that people and I it's I'm not chastising anyone for this. I'm just
What is
saying
that?
that I think that as people get older, somehow they settle. They settle for life, and what I mean by that is that you're raised, especially in this country and other first world countries too. You're raised, do this, go to school, get a job, get
Structured, yeah.
and it's kind of never taught to go out on your own and do crazy
Carve a
things.
path,
and,
yeah.
And it's almost like, and so people, I think what happens is that over time, people just fall into that rut and they go, well, Monday morning I go to work till Friday afternoon and they live for the
Yeah.
weekends or whatever, and they don't do much with their life. And I think it's sad. I mean, again, some people are very content with that life.
Which is
but-
fine.
Which is
But
fine.
I guess the people that I'm preaching to, and I think you are too, are the people that aren't fine with that life,
Right.
but they're still continuing to do it.
Because it's all they
who I'm
think they can
talking
do,
to.
yeah.
That's who I'm talking to.
I
is
agree.
The people that want to change, but they're scared to. Just do it, man.
Yeah.
What are you gonna lose? You only live once anyways, even though it's a freaking cliche thing, YOLO.
But it's true.
But it's like you literally only live once. Do you
Yeah.
want to be old and fucking regret your life? No.
Well, I think that's the whole the point, right? Is that even when things don't go the way you want it to, you shouldn't regret it first, as long as you're trying.
Yeah.
As long as you, man. So I lose a lot in life. Like I take
L's,
I take
fat
L's on
L's.
L's on L's on L's, right? And I just really try to learn from them.
Yeah.
That's like
Well, that's
I
part
try
of
to learn
living.
from them so hard.
Honestly, if you're not doing that, you're not living.
No, you're still right.
So as soon as you said that, what popped in my head is I said this the other night to you, Lori, is that we've had such a crazy life. I mean, people I don't think realize, we've talked about Beanie Babies before. Jay, you've never heard this. Do you know that we made teddy bears for a while?
No
Oh yeah, because
fucking
we were
way,
watching that
dude.
show
made
where they were
teddy
restoring teddy
What do you
bears.
mean?
We
We
made
literally-
teddy bears.
Out
I
of,
sold
like,
them.
like, what do you mean? Like, you actually like stuffed them? And,
Oh
like,
yeah,
we-
I had a
yeah.
pattern, and we bought the fur and
No,
cut
you-
them out. We did craft shows.
Oh no,
We made teddy bears.
Barchuck bears are out
You
there,
always
and they're
wanted to-
probably worth a lot.
dude! You always wanted to do something with animals so bad that you like picked like
Well, this
anything,
is-
Beanie
it's
Babies.
so funny because this is exactly like you said that about being creative, and like that's is what I spent a couple hours downstairs is unboxing and inventorying and tagging merchandise
Yeah.
for the gift shop.
Yeah.
And the basement where it's at is just literally a basement. So
Yeah.
I've got like racks and boxes. And so as I'm doing this, I had a flashback to when I was a kid. So I've always been super creative and like to do crafts and just come up with, make up games, whatever. So at one point we lived in a flat and there was an attic. So we had went up there, me and Bobby, and then Amina and Luis were our cousins that lived on the other floor at that time. And it was empty. There was nothing up there. There was like some doors and some other stuff. And we're like, oh, cool, this is awesome. Let's go play. So we took the doors and I was like, all right, let's make these different rooms. So this will be your house and this will be my house. And then I made a store. And then I
No
had
way.
like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we would,
Nice.
I saved back in the day, like when you went to McDonald's, everything
Yeah.
came in like the little like styrofoam
Yeah, yeah,
containers
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. So we
Yeah.
had saved those like every time we'd wash them out. So I had like all these McDonald's, I had the little fry bags, like I had all kinds of the boxes from the cookies. So we had like this whole
And now
store
rats.
stocked.
Now a lot of rats
so,
up there.
So no, it was all clean. It was empty.
Yeah.
But literally, I got the flashback of me like doing and organizing this,
That's
of being
awesome.
a kid making my store.
And look at you're doing it now too. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah,
I had
and
a
your store is
flashback
is-
today too. Actually, I hopped in my car and I was going to the haircut, and I had the window cracked a little bit, and I was driving and I was pulling up to a stoplight. So like I was looking at the Tim Hortons, right, and I looked at the sign, and then the wind like hit me, like up, right, and it went straight up my nose and like blew my hair like that,
Ooh.
and then it like threw me into a flashback of you driving me to hockey practice and me looking at a Tim Hortons and the wind and the sign exactly the same. And like it took me back just like 5 years where the exact same thing happened. But
That's weird.
it was just like super random,
cool.
but it was just exactly the same. It was weird.
It's weird how our minds work like that, right? You know, how like
Yeah.
a smell or a taste or a just like Jay talks about it, with like outside, sometimes he'll smell the like
Summer
the
air,
shower,
yeah.
the summer
Ex-
from New Jersey or
Yeah.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So it's wild.
Yeah, snow, it always gets me. As soon as it gets into winter and you start like smelling this weird, I don't know what the smell is, but it smells like
There's a-
snow outside. And you're like, that's my favorite.
Hell is what they call
Yeah,
it.
I think it's Hell, Michigan.
They call it hell.
Solus Hoggy says, slapping my new 5-string Schecter
Oh,
bass.
look at you.
Let me see that bass
Five-stringer
face.
Oh my god.
He says,
Solus
can't wait to
Honky.
come hang with Ivy, and he's now the growling bassist of Portland. So
Oh, the
got the
growling
screaming
bassist.
guitarist.
Yeah,
And the
growling
growling
And the
bassist.
growling
Okay,
bassist.
we got a band
Yeah, when
coming
you come,
together.
man, we'll have to.
And the
compare
demonic
axes.
drummer,
Dude,
Jay. The demonic
Dude,
drummer.
you know I got you.
Yeah,
bro.
I have.
I'm gonna be called the sexy singer.
I still have most of. I still have most of my
Pumping the mic
basses.
stand.
That's sexual singer, not sexy
Sexual
singer.
singer.
Yeah,
I still have most of my basses Solus Honky. Come jam a little
dude.
bit.
So-
Slap it.
Am I wrong for saying most basses are 4 strings, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
you can get more.
if
You can get
Yeah,
12.
right.
You can get
You
Oh,
can
you
20
just
strings.
saying
yeah.
5, so I was just
Yeah.
thinking like.
But that's cool
some-
though.
yeah,
I mean,
that
that's
is
super
cool.
dope, man. I love it.
I like
Yeah.
the bass.
Bass is one of my favorites. Luke says, I feel you, Noah. We all get like that.
Boom, boom.
And I was talking about like how you just feel like a wrung
Yeah.
out rag, dirty,
Okay.
mildew, stinky rag.
Stinky, 60-40 stink.
We've
Yeah.
all been
It's okay.
that stinky kitchen rag.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know?
It's all good.
But not the Campbell Soup kid. You never want to be the Campbell Soup kid.
Why?
no,
What happened? to him,
well, it's
dude?
the smell where you
The smell like you
Campbell
smell
soup.
so bad that you're Campbell Soup.
You never smelled
Oh.
this
You
Campbell
never
soup
knew
kid
that?
before?
You've
I've never heard that terminology before.
Yeah.
no.
But you
Never-
know what
everyone-
we're talking about.
everyone-
Yeah, I know-
Literally
know.
smells like Campbell soup.
Like someone
Ugh.
smells so bad.
They
that
smell like
smell
Campbell
soup.
Do you know when I was
You
in
never smelled
when
that
I was
person?
in
I'm sure I have.
Must
Yeah.
be a native
when I was
Michigan
in
locale.
first grade, when I was in first grade, I kid you not, there was a girl that moved in right behind us, as a matter of fact, right behind the Cunningham house. And she was in my class. And I remember the teacher, after like 3 days, literally, I remember, like, it was kind of probably embarrassing for the kid, because she pulled her aside and she was like, do you take baths? And the kid didn't know. And literally the teacher had to like do the like turning on water thing. She's like, like baths.
And he's like, no idea,
no idea what they were she was talking about. But I don't think Campbell Soup Girl stayed.
I think they handle things different nowadays.
They're aliens, bro. What do you mean they don't know what water? They're like,
I don't know. I'm
Maybe
just
they don't
telling you
pay
what
the
I
water
remember.
bill, dude.
I was a first grader. I don't remember the details. That was just a memory in my head.
In first
Of
grade,
the Campbell Soup kid.
in first grade, I chucked a rock at a big kid.
Oh gosh.
And I clubbed him in the head with the rock because he was
good.
picking on me, and then I got in trouble for that. But
I remember that. Yeah.
that was when I fell in love with baseball.
Yeah. There you go. Good
But
story.
you didn't get
Nice
in trouble at home.
Yeah, right? Like, that was crazy.
Because
Good
mom
story.
was like, yep, that's exactly what you do. If he's picking on you, hit him with a
Beat
rock.
the shit out of him. Hell yeah,
I
dude.
didn't have the size, but I got the arm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Roses says, come on down. We can hang out at Gatorland. Happy belated Croc Day. Does that
my
count for
God.
Croc monitors too?
Yeah, why not?
why
for
hell
it.
not?
Why not?
Crocodile in it, right?
Gatorland is a must. We got to definitely get down there again.
been
As soon
a
as
minute. I
I'm
miss
filling
it.
up to traveling, Florida's
Yeah,
high
they're
on
open.
my list. Yeah,
Noah.
That should be the first place we go. Let's just
Yeah.
do it. I've been
Yeah, I
wanting
miss
to
Savannah.
travel so
I
bad.
miss everyone down there.
Hell
It's,
yeah.
I miss
Gatorland,
traveling a lot.
Disney opens next month. So.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm not quite
Jade's-
ready to travel yet, and I don't know that Florida's the
going
place I
to.
want to go right now. Personally, they're popping off when it comes to the virus.
Yeah.
I mean, they were at like 5,500 cases today.
Well, we're not going today.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, they're bad.
Rena just threw $5 just for some love.
Thanks,
you know?
Rena, thank
Thanks,
you,
Rena.
Duncan, it might look like she has a couple, or he has a couple. Sorry. You guys still down to?
Us guys still do not understand.
Oh,
women
sorry, thank
are
you.
always
He
right.
can't even read
I
it.
stroked that.
No,
Women
you're
are
right.
always right.
Yeah.
Just that's what it meant.
Yeah, of course.
Just-
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that's
explain it to me.
Well, Lori's always right.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
well, that's the problem.
What's that?
It's like, why? What's wrong with you guys? Why are you always right?
You know what? It's women's intuition. That's what it is.
No, it is really kind of scary, especially with like character. Like, I think everyone's good. I'm like, oh, they seem like they're such a nice person. And Lori's like, oh, you
Guy's
watch
like
out.
stealing your wallet. He's a great guy.
Trust
And
that
Lori,
son
like
of a bitch.
every time Lori's like, I wouldn't trust that person. It's like they
It turns
screw
out.
me. They screw
No,
me.
yeah,
every
you're
time.
literally right. This isn't even made up. That's like 100% real.
That's why now I do that all the time when we like interview somebody or something. I'll be like, "What did you think, Lori?" Because I'm like, every person I interview, I think this is the best person ever.
Like, they'd be great, huh?
Oh, they're awesome. Did you
Just
hear?
like, were you sitting here right now?
The person said they don't wake up till noon and they smoke weed till 4.
They showed up a half hour late.
Yeah.
They don't even have pants on.
Right.
But look, but they just seem so nice.
Yeah.
Let's hire them. And then Lori's like, no.
We're gonna be okay.
My bad.
So, Tempest says, "What are your thoughts on African fire skinks, Brian?" And thank you for reigniting my
Haven't
passion
we
for
talked
reptiles.
about those?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if we have, but I mean, they're really beautiful. One of the prettiest skinks maybe out there, to be totally honest with you. The only problem I have with them is that they burrow and hide almost all the time.
Can you
Okay.
pull up a
You know.
picture?
Is it fire
Oh yeah,
I've
Afri-
seen
yeah.
one.
Pull that shit up.
African fire?
fire skink. They are freaking gorgeous. I mean, they are really. And that guy
Unless
is so
you had
handsome.
some
that Shawn
He
Michaels
does kind
guy.
of look like you a little
Dude,
bit.
he does, dude. I know. I think my mom's even said that before
like,
too.
like maybe if you were
Like a cousin. Just
Yeah.
like
Look
a
at how
cousin.
pretty those
Wow,
things
those
are.
are
man.
Oh,
gorgeous.
okay. I have seen those. Now if I'm not mistaken, Eric has something similar. If not,
It's
you
probably
know what
the
I'm
same
talking
thing.
about.
I haven't seen it. I didn't know he had one.
It might be
It's
the same
probably the
thing.
same
I
thing,
don't
yeah.
know. It looks
It's probably-
very similar.
Yeah, if it looks similar, probably it's the
It's
same thing.
he has a male and a female. They're both.
Yeah, as a
really
matter
pretty.
of fact, if I'm not mistaken, someone gave that to him.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think they gave them to us, and then like I
Yeah.
said, they could have them.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Interesting.
Because I knew they wouldn't be a good display at the Reptarium because they hide so much.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
bare.
What was that?
yeah.
Remember Forrest? Right, like I think the last time we went, or maybe the first time, he had these. I don't know if they were tegu or something that he just
Oh,
recently
they were
got.
crocodile tegu or crocodile tegus.
Yeah, those were really too.
So they're like
those?
aquatic tegu that are just they're interesting. I mean, they're a rare little tegu.
So are they like the size of the tegu we
so-
have up
yeah,
there?
so no, they're
They're
much
much
smaller,
smaller.
and they're aquatic. They're
Yeah,
kind
they
of
hide a lot.
they're a little quirky animal.
But it was cool.
Not they're very cool, very rare, but not something that I would ever want because
no.
they don't make any sense.
It kind of looks like a
for
little
us.
bit of like like a crossbreed or something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
that looks
like
a
evolution
croc
just kind of messed up a little bit.
yeah.
They're just like, what are we making?
Kind of like the
here?
crocodile lizards, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they're the same thing. They look like they're multiple.
Those are
types of
so
things.
pretty though. Like honestly,
They're gorgeous. I love mango. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. James says, I want to thank you all for everything. Brian and Laura, you made my buddy's day. 2 weeks ago, we came in from Houston to bury his
These
father
guys were really cool.
in Indiana, bringing him
Yeah,
there.
yeah, they were. You guys were really cool. Thank you so much for coming, and I felt
Yeah.
really bad for your friend. I mean,
I'm glad we were able to.
Yeah, you guys both were awesome, and I mean that had to be. I heard the story about how he had, spent some time with his dad. Things seemed like they were looking better. He just got back to Houston, and literally the next day he passed away. So
Oh, man.
it was a tough thing. He had to drive all the way back again, and so yeah. So I'm so glad that you guys came.
Awesome. Chris says, I'm a work comp adjuster with a math degree, and I just feel like I'm stuck. Hate my job, not easy, looking for something I like. Love the podcast.
So, Chris, I tell you, this is what I always tell people, is that if you hate your job, you need to change,
Yeah,
period.
life's too short,
period,
buddy.
Period. There's not even a question. And it doesn't matter if you make less money. It doesn't matter anything. If you hate your job, you need, like our daughter, Jade, once was in a position where she called me up and she said, hey, I've got this opportunity to kind of move laterally in the company, but there's not as much upside. I might not make as much money, blah. And I remember this is exactly what I told her. I said, Monday morning is all you're thinking about is Friday afternoon. And she said, 100%. I said, then you need to make the move.
Hell yeah.
Period. There's no question. Doesn't matter if you make more money where you're at. If you hate Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you need to change your life, So I'm not telling you to quit your job, Chris. Be responsible. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, find
to,
something else first.
Yeah, don't like, oh, well, now I lost my house because Brian told me to do this. But be smart, but make it, even if it takes you 2 years to make that decision,
man,
make the move.
maybe if he's good enough at merch. I've been looking for somebody to just help me out with merch.
But what is he?
didn't
He's like
say
an
anything.
adjuster.
Listen, I don't
Yeah.
give a damn.
I know you're an
Is
insurance
merch,
sales.
is
But it's
designing
true.
merch what you want to do?
Yeah.
Because if so,
Come to
hit
me.
Noah
Yeah.
up. But
DM
if
me.
not, then okay.
You can watch a couple YouTube videos, you'll be an expert, dude. I promise
I
you.
don't even care. I literally don't. As long as you can put some good quality products out there, I might just hit me up. We'll see how it goes.
There's your future, Chris.
Josh came back, he said, let's jam next visit. And I'm totally down.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, but that guy's next level. I mean, Josh was like he
Well,
he
what's he
is
play?
the School of Rock. I mean, you've seen his
Seen
stuff,
me
right?
sing.
No, I don't know
Holy
who you're
shit!
talking
He
about.
literally has a fucking room
Studio.
that's like the school. It says the School of Rock.
Oh, that's
And
incredible.
he teaches kids how
Oh,
to play.
he works, that's a place, School of Rock, right?
That's his job.
That's
his
so
job
cool.
is to teach kids, and he's also in like 3 different rock bands.
that's
and
awesome.
I mean,
Well,
no, the dude's
good for him.
wildly
what we're
talented
talking
when it
about,
comes
baby.
to.
There you go.
And of course, he made the Egg song, which is awesome. So
Yeah.
I guarantee there's a guy with that potential to do what that he's doing.
But with
That
merch.
is fucking, sitting there doing typing in numbers into little charts.
yeah, no, that's what it always
That
is.
has
yeah.
the potential to be a School of
School
Rock,
of Rock,
master.
yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look anything like Jack
Do
Black
you,
though. Nothing, not even
It's
at
probably
all.
a good thing.
Speaking of School of Rock, that was such a good movie.
It was a great movie. Yeah.
Like I remember loving that movie.
It was it's one. I think
It
it's
is a
one
good
of.
movie. Jack Black is.
Yeah, I
funny.
think
like
that's
him.
one of his better movies. That and Nacho Libre.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Tenacious
can't
D
believe
was
you,
good.
Like,
That's my noise.
Dude,
A luchador. I think
Yeah,
a
what is-
luchador.
luchador.
I'll just leave it at
Luchador.
that.
We
yeah.
agree to disagree.
All right. So, Brian, why don't you pull snakes out of the eggs when you cut them? I see others pull them out.
It is not good to do.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I would never say that
What you
other
can do,
people can't do it, but I feel.
You just feel bad about it?
I just could never pull a snake out of an egg. I mean, I just think that there's a reason why they crawl out, and they have to take the first breath. I don't make them take the first breath. They decide when to take their first breath, and then they have to also absorb that yolk. You don't
Crawl
want
out.
to get. You can get hard belly. You can get all kinds of stuff.
There's
Again,
a lot of
not
reasons,
not
yeah.
dissing on other people, but I whenever I see that, I just
Cringe.
Cringe a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why.
Cryptic came back and said, don't know how hard they are to get, but a Gila monster would be an awesome addition to the Reptarium. Not happening. though.
Yeah, so Gilas they are really cool. I love Gilas. I love
Yes.
beetids. I love Alvarezi, which are a subspecies of beetids that are all brown. They're all cool. The bang for the buck is what you have to always think of, right? And the fact that they're venomous.
But
the
not
problem
crazy
is
impressive.
almost everyone, not everyone, but almost everyone that works with Gilas or beetids gets bit. And the reason they get bit is they think they're a monitor lizard. And when you work with them for a year, 2, 3, and these things literally, you pick them up like a giant leopard gecko, you all of a sudden become complacent, and that's when they bite you.
Because a leopard gecko can bite you too, but it's just not
Right,
venomous.
and so I just don't
Ask
want to
Jessica.
get...
Yeah.
They fuck you up.
Wash your hands.
And I just don't want to get bit by it. I mean, most of my friends that work with venomous snakes and Gilas don't get bit by the snakes, but they get bit by the Gilas because they become very complacent and they are very, they can be your friend forever, and then one day they just snap. As a matter of fact, I visited a collection down in Florida, a friend of mine, Cody's place, and like his beaded lizards we played with in the afternoon, sweethearts. I mean, we were playing with them like a monitor. Evening, we went to pick them up, and they wanted to destroy you. And that's what he said. He goes, every night, they change into a completely different animal.
Weird.
And now you're talking about a bite that's not going to kill you,
But it's
but
gonna
it's
hurt
going to
like a
make you
bitch,
feel really bad for a long time.
So, what I forget, somebody I think said it's like driving like a hot nail through your hand or something.
for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 24 hours.
I'm good.
Smashing your hand with the hot nail. Yeah.
Get the Croc monitor.
Pat's back.
Pat's back says, just a fact check. I checked about the Croc monitor. It can get about 13 feet with the tail and 200 pounds. That seems a little bit
Yeah,
bigger than
I
what
think
would
that fact might be. I think Pat, that might have been a Google
200?
Pat
problem.
Fat Jack.
I think that Pat might have got Googled.
Yeah, you got begoogled.
Yeah, 200. I mean, I don't think they ever exceed 40
I think I looked it
pounds.
up the other day. I'm going
I
to look
think
it up right
yeah,
now.
we can look it up. And again, I'm sure there's crazy stuff. 13 foot, I wouldn't be that far
The
off.
200 pounds
I
is
think
what
the,
I'm
the
thinking.
13
The
foot's
tail is
possible.
so
Yeah,
long.
they can have a 10-foot tail. But I think the maximum weight is maybe 40 pounds.
12 foot.
Wait.
Yeah, it says 8 to 12 feet, but
12 feet.
let me see if I can see weight.
Yeah, the weight part, I just think is. I mean, they're just not a big-bodied animal. They're a smaller. They're a big animal, but not
That would
like
be
a.
fat as hell.
Yeah, you figure
200.
Elvis couldn't get 200 pounds. Elvis couldn't get 75.
No,
Because that
that's-
tail is not going to have a whole lot of weight to
Says
it.
200.
So it
Yeah,
says,
there's definitely zero chance of that, though,
yeah,
right?
there's just no way. That's just obviously.
Fully grown car.
But this is what
Yeah,
you
that's
have.
Britannica.
World's most dangerous
that's
lizards and turtles.
Encyclopedia Britannica. That's
You
crazy.
would think that they would have that right, but
There's
hey,
zero
listen,
chance.
listen. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think it's impossible.
Like
but-
you said, Elvis can't even get that big. He's
No, yeah.
27 pounds. He's huge.
Dude, I picked that fucker up. It was like a 50 bomb.
Yeah, no, it's but again, I'm not saying
never know.
Pat. You never know. You obviously looked at a
And we saw it
source,
too.
We saw
a
it.
source that you would think was right because they're an encyclopedia. But I've never heard of a one over 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, never seen one even close.
And I've
to
seen,
that,
big ones, but they definitely
Yeah,
can't be
no.
200 pounds. That thing would be
I
huge.
like Tom Crutchfield's ones. Like I looked at those
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, these are probably max size.
Yeah, they are max size. Yeah,
and
those
like,
are big.
dude, that thing was
Like,
Yeah,
is Lucy even
40
200
max.
pounds?
Lucy's not even 200.
Yeah, there's zero chance.
Yeah,
There's zero
yeah.
chance.
man, she's
So it's
almost
just
She's huge.
misinformation on the web, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but we've
yeah.
seen that before. So, but that's good stuff.
Georgia Moon threw $1 just for love.
Georgia Moon.
And then she actually
Georgie.
came back and said, delivering food for DoorDash here in the panhandle of Florida, COVID's been a crazy experience. You think about putting the new merch on a different color?
Not this merch, no.
I think it
but
works great with white.
We'll move on to different merch soon, but not this. This one's going to just stay the way it is right now. But we're going to be doing a lot of different stuff over the next couple months. So stay tuned and stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Doing the DoorDash thing, man.
Yeah, those are some superheroes.
Yeah, I mean they're on the front line with everything.
Seriously, yeah, and they're coming straight to your door.
The good news about Florida right now is it's obviously popping with huge amounts of cases, but the deaths are very low.
Almost,
so,
yeah. I mean,
almost
it's
nothing. So
7 the other
hopefully,
day.
hopefully it just really,
It's just the
it's
testing going
Yeah,
up,
testing
yeah.
going up, and people that are healthy getting it and getting over it without having serious complications.
That's right.
And some people have said that recently that they think that the virus is actually weakening and less fatal.
It's actually usually what happens to viruses because they don't want to kill humans. They would rather just live in us undetected. To be
Yeah,
honest
so
with you.
hopefully, God willing, it'll go away.
And there
Mar-
is your COVID update for today.
There you go, baby. Marta says, you are so right. I quit my job right after my wedding in November. Got a new job, less pay, but I'm so happy. Money isn't everything.
Marta, that's
True
the word.
Preach, girl.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm proud of you, Marta. I'm seriously
I
proud of
agree.
you. Yeah.
Montanus says, are you still hiring? Sorry if redundant.
Possibly. I mean, there's a couple positions that we're looking for right now. If reach out to us, send a resume. You know,
We need some more offices.
we do need some more offices. We need to buy the building next door, right?
Yeah, let's get it. Then we get the parking lot, too.
It's not cheap enough
Oh, if we
yet.
get the parking lot, then we can like build a skate ramp back there or something.
Dude, yeah, skate ramp. Dude,
Skate
a
ramp.
thumb. We could build skate ramp or something.
Skate park. We should go karts back there in the parking lot, right?
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Like
yeah,
a whole
we could
car. We
bring
could
a-
build up, like like the
Oh
the
my
Daytona.
God! Now we're talking.
Yeah,
now
like
we're good.
like
Now we're
like
cooking,
Daytona
baby.
Beach
We're
go karts.
cooking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Might as well build a parking garage.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
of
too.
course. Why would
And
you?
like we
That'll
just
be
keep adding
yeah.
up.
So what happens? You build the parking garage,
Level
3-story parking garage,
52.
and then on top of the parking garage, you do 3 stories of go karts.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
And then on top of that, a Ferris wheel. And then a roller coaster.
And on
Nah,
top of the
roller coaster. I
fair-
don't like roller coasters. Let's move on.
That's where we move on.
Chris D.
LOL Noah, check out Bunker Branding. Thanks, guys. I guess that's for merch.
Oh, that's a merch stuff. Yeah.
Okay, bunker branding. I'll definitely forget about that. No, I want to remember.
Oh,
I'll
someone
try to
said.
remember. Let me write
She
it down.
said. Crystal said, "Mr. $20 super chat." Crystal, do me a favor and don't go back, Jay. It's all right.
okay.
Crystal, do me a favor. Just hit like a normal chat, and we'll find you.
Okay.
So
find you.
don't say anything. Don't pay anything else or anything like that. But, or 25 cents or something like that. But we'll find you.
Cryptic Soul said, Noah, I'm a photographer and also dabble in graphic design. How would I be able to contact you about a collab?
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, hit me up in the DMs, Instagram, Barcheck Noah, and yeah, what was his name?
It was
Oh,
Cryptic
it was
Soul.
Cryptic Soul.
Cryptic
so
Soul, yeah.
I'll just look for you on Instagram if your name.
That might
like
not be his
Cryptic Soul
name
or
though,
something.
but
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
hit
find
him.
Nobody
hit
hits,
him up on
I'll
the
look.
DMs.
I'll look through my DMs all the time, and so I'll see a new one, and I'll get you. So just hit me up, and
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Raina's back.
Rena's back, says, I just want to say thanks for answering my questions. Love you all. If I could hold a snake, I would buy from you. They terrify me, though.
Well, listen, we can work on that. I mean, we work on that all the time, getting people over their fears,
You know
exposure
the-
therapy,
Remember holes?
holes. Yeah,
Yeah, remember the.
We just
scene?
talked about
I can
it.
fix that.
I can fix. Oh yeah,
can
that's right.
fix
I can
that.
fix that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Actually, we just talked about holes the other day.
Yeah, we
at
did.
the Reptarium.
We've talked about it a
we
lot
talked about it a
recently.
lot.
I feel
It's
like I've
just
heard
such
it
a-
like 10 times.
It's just a revolutionary
Do we
movie.
need
It
to
was a
watch
great
that
movie.
again
Hard.
tonight?
It is a good movie. I'd watch
No.
that. It's one of my favorite
It is a
movies.
good
but
one.
we actually, you knew that Bob Mayow, that was his bearded dragons, right? From Sandfire Dragon.
I believe hearing that, and part of that's funny too, because again, I was thinking of holes today because what I got in my order were those little orange
Oh,
bearded
the little
dragons,
bearded
and I
dragons.
literally was thinking of holes. That's
awesome.
But yeah, when I went to visit Bob in San Diego,
funny.
he actually showed me the bearded dragons that were in the movie.
No way.
The actual ones
That's
that were in the
cool.
movie. Of course, they like painted. He
Yeah,
said they
they painted the
little
dots,
dots
yeah.
on them, but yeah, he showed me, which
That's
I thought was
actually
pretty
badass.
cool.
That's funny.
That was actually really cool. Nicole says, love you all. Lori, what is your favorite wine? Brian, is your favorite water the coconut bai? And Noah and Jay, what are your faves too, non-alc or alc?
Water. I like water.
Same. Yeah,
I
same.
drink. So okay, here are my drinks. I drink water, tea, and coffee. That's what I drink.
Same.
Yeah.
Water, tea,
Yeah, I'm a
and coffee.
coconut buy guy. I mean, obviously, I hope they sponsor me one day.
We
because I
got to
drink-
get that
Yeah,
sponsorship.
what the
I
hell
drink
is
a lot of
wrong with
those,
them?
man. I drink a lot of those.
They already are in all the videos.
Yeah, exactly.
All the
like-
podcasts.
That's probably my problem. I should tape off the freaking
Right.
thing so that.
Oh yeah, that's why they don't. Because
That's why. Yeah, exactly. That's what, actually it's funny. My one buddy Scuba Jake, he's
Oh yeah,
he's got
of course, Scuba
like
Dooba.
10 million on Insta or on
Scuba Steve?
No, no,
Oh,
Scuba
no,
Jake.
not Scuba Steve. That's
But
another
but
guy.
he actually tapes off all his gear that they don't sponsor. Anyone that doesn't sponsor him, he tapes the name off, so he makes them pay. But he makes tons of money on YouTube and brands
Smart
and
boy.
stuff like that. He was in that one
You should buy some tape.
Mr. Beast with all the $200 or $2 million challenge or whatever the hell
He's
it was
got
with all
plenty
the
of tape.
YouTubers.
You've got
He has
rolls
like
of that
60
blue
of
tape.
those.
Oh, okay. Well, he was,
$62 million challenges.
Yeah, okay.
That guy's just so rich.
Yeah, he's making a lot of money.
It's-
Well, every video gets like 20 million, 30 million views every video.
I think it's because he spends $100,000 a million.
I think when he was on
every video.
Casey Neistat, he said it cost him $10 million a year to make his videos because of the giveaways.
Yeah, and that was like
10 million.
That was like a year or two ago.
Yeah, that was a couple
So like
years
it's
ago.
probably
What's he
up
giving
now.
away?
He gives away
He gives away
houses and everything,
everything.
cars.
Cars.
Who is
Mr.
this?
Beast.
Who the hell is this? And
It's
why
like
are
a
we not
YouTuber.
watching?
YouTuber.
Yeah, right. Why are we not watching? I want to be
This
a part of
fucking
this
guy,
shit.
this guy will go
He's
to Best Buy, buy it all, and then open up his own store and make
Give it
everything
away for
the
free.
price.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
just
free.
for free. Just
Yeah,
like
it'll be like free store.
free store.
Take anything you can carry out. Whatever you can carry out is free.
Yeah.
And you'll just give away like tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff every video.
And then-
But he's making probably
In brand deals.
200 million or 200,000 every video or whatever. He's probably making more than that. He's probably making
knows?
a half mil a
Interesting.
video.
knows?
So we just
He's
need to
probably
start
making $1
giving
billion
all our
a
snakes
video.
away every
Yeah.
single video.
Makes sense.
Speculating, we might as well just go
do
all
you
out.
think?
He's making $1 billion
I'm
a
down
video.
for that.
Yeah, at
I've
least
got-
$40 billion.
I've got some stuff we can give away.
Yeah, just like everything's free. Show up at the bit.
See, it doesn't work though. You don't do
Yeah.
that with live animals. That's the
No,
problem.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyone that does want to show up at BHB tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, everything
Oh,
is free.
get the fuck out of here! And
Just ask for Lori. Just ask for Lori.
Thanks for Lori.
Don't ask for Lori
Just
because
ask
you'll
for
get
Lori.
a
If you want to
bad
get punched in the
surprise.
fucking face, ask for Laura.
That's too early in the morning for that shit.
Okay, got information. Pat got information on SeaWorld,
SeaWorld
Facts.
Facts.
Okay,
oh yeah.
interesting. Well, yeah.
They might have got it
They
from
probably
Encyclopedia
got it.
Britannica.
Yeah, they got it
Weird.
from Encyclopedia Britannica.
Maybe there's
The
some
moral of the
example.
story is that we're right.
Yeah,
everyone else is
and
wrong.
everyone
No,
else is
I'm
wrong,
not saying
for
I'm
sure.
right. I
Maybe
just
that
think
was
that
the
they got it
Guinness
wrong.
Shit, I keep
Book
grabbing
of
that. I
World
don't know why.
Records, biggest one. Who knows?
Yeah, I just don't think. I'm not sure.
Like I said, if
Can
Lucy's
you-
not
can you-
200 pounds,
Can you
like
Google
this-
this really quick?
Yeah,
Can you
what's
go,
up?
how much does a Komodo dragon weigh?
How much wood does a woodchuck chuck?
If a
How much
woodchuck
does a
could chuck
Komodo
wood.
dragon weigh? Because I don't know that Komodos get over 200 pounds.
It just doesn't seem right. I mean,
I could
maybe
be
them
wrong.
they
I
can
don't
get
know.
up there.
Yeah,
170
yeah,
to 200,
100, so-
and that's a
so
Komodo.
That's a
dude.
Komodo, which is
Yeah.
a monster
And I would
compared to a
believe
croc
that because
monitor.
I've seen those that
Yeah.
size. I've never seen a croc monitor even close to a
No.
Komodo.
It's just bad information. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
it's
happens.
You know,
Maybe
happens to me
they're
too.
just like putting those like
And
side
that's-
by side or something.
yeah, maybe.
thinking-
Yeah, exactly. They might have been like they might have thought Komodos and croc monitors are the same thing in that. You know, let's
Possible.
face it. I mean, you know, whoever's writing that encyclopedia probably isn't a reptile expert.
Right.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
pretty easy for a non-reptile person to think that
They're the same.
Komodo and a croc is the same because they come from the same region of the world. and all
Same
that
similar
stuff. Yeah.
face,
Yeah,
all that
similar face. Yeah, exactly. Almost
Yeah.
the same face. All right.
Will says, sorry, but I was medicating, allegedly, when you all were talking about the millipede name. Is it named Licorice or Twizzler? I like the name Vader.
I think you should call
Twizzler.
it licorice.
I like
No.
licorice too.
No.
Maybe-
Twizzler,
how about
no,
a poll?
Twizzler. I think Twizzler's better. I think Twizzler's
Licorice.
better.
Do a poll.
Licorice is just, it's not a
What?
catchy
What is it?
name, though.
And
Is it? Like, oh, this is licorice. I guess it's not bad.
I like it.
Do a poll.
This is the thing. When I think Twizzler,
It's
I think
red.
red.
That shit red
Even
as
if
hell.
they
There's
make
black
them,
Twizzlers.
maybe there is, but that the thing that
Shit,
pops in my
light.
mind is the bag of red Twizzlers. Like Young Jay eats them all the time.
Red Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think licorice is more fitting.
Yeah.
So Serena said, "Oh my God, Brian, Lori, Noah, Jay, I finally
baby?
joined in time. So much love to you, Brian. I think of you daily. I suffer real bad too, so I feel you and wait up till 11 p.m. just to watch your vlogs. Love you guys."
Listen, thank you
Thank
so
you for
much. And,
waiting
and
up.
I hope that whatever you're suffering with, if you're suffering with anxiety or depression or whatever it is, I hope you get over it too. Just keep working on it. I think the biggest thing is that people that work on it get better. People that don't work on it suffer forever, right? And you know, I almost am overworking on it, to be honest with you. I really am. You know, I think I'm overworking on it. I mean, between doctor's appointments and therapy sessions and everything that I'm doing, it's like I'm almost working too hard.
But it makes sense because you want change and
Yeah.
you want it
Yeah.
now, you know?
Well, yeah, I want it. You know, it's like I told my
sense.
therapist this morning, because I asked her. I said, you know, I want to be able to do this without medication primarily, and she said, well, yeah, we can do it. It's just going to take longer. And I said, I don't mind it taking longer if it's
agree.
permanent, because the medication part, the problem is that you're just
Band-Aid.
putting a Band-Aid on it, and you need to get better forever. You know,
I
so
agree.
I don't want to ever go back to this the rest of my life.
Hell yeah.
I
You know, so just keep working, and I know you can get through it as well, but we appreciate you, and I appreciate you.
So this is pretty interesting, Noah. Cryptic Soul said he sent you a DM on Insta, but the package that he sent for Brian actually has like an idea, a short design of his work, so you'll get to actually see his work.
Oh,
Awesome.
Sean.
And his name is Sean, by the way.
Well,
Oh,
Sean,
dude,
Sean, we're gonna
That's
definitely
cool because you know there's a weird thing about me. I actually like Sean's.
I've heard about this.
So
Shawnee is his favorite
Sean
place.
is a cool.
Yeah.
is a cool name. Like I have a weird thing about names. Obviously, I roast a lot of people's names. You know, it's because I have like a weird thing with names. Like I just think. But
But
Sean's
do
always
you
been
like
a good
do you
name.
like Sean's with a W or a U?
I like them both.
Okay, so you
What
don't
about
mind
E-
the
what
U.
about
I don't
EA?
mind the U.
What about
What
EA?
about the yeah? What about the
was
what
that?
about SEAN?
SEAN.
Oh
Sean.
yeah.
Sean.
Oh, I don't like I don't
actually,
like that, Sean.
I can't fuck with the SCAN.
you know I don't
Sean.
like that.
Listen,
SEAN.
I'm sorry, I don't like it because this brings me back to like middle school and the first kid that ever came in spelled SEAN, and of course I'm like, oh, scene, and he was a fucking asshole.
like, no, it's
and
Sean,
fucked
you
with
idiot.
Me. Yeah, and I was just like, all right, fuck you.
Yeah, and
You
everyone
know?
with
So
your stupid
yeah,
name.
exactly. So whenever it's spelled like that, that's immediately the
Yeah.
first thing I think is fuck.
I only know one. I only know one Sean spelled that way, and yeah, I don't like him.
There you go.
His last name rhymes with Addy.
We won't talk about that. Move on, move on. But Sean, you seem like a very nice man, and you have a W, so he's good.
So you're good in our book, dude.
W is always a good in my book, Sean.
So,
and thank you. I can't wait to open your package.
So Red said.
That sounded really fast.
Can't wait to open it. Speaking of the front carpet, can't wait to open your package.
Oh,
That's incredible.
Manscaped 3.0.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, that's a good way to. That's a good segue.
Damn it.
Red said
You always just
straight
throw
balling.
shit out without thinking.
I've heard of this, but I've seen this before.
HTTR.
HTTR, and I don't know what it means. So maybe he can illuminate that. Oh,
Oh, there's our girl, Heavenly.
Heaven.
Oh,
What's up, baby?
What's up, man?
Heavenly
she
knees.
said much love, guys.
Talked to you about earlier, Knees. We talked about you earlier about
Yeah.
you getting your shirt, the Lucy shirt. So I'm so
Yeah.
happy that people are starting to get them because we obviously went with a different merch company this time. The last time we had some issues.
Yeah.
We seem to always have
Always
issues, but
have
this is like,
issues.
but this is a very well known company that we're dealing with now.
Good.
We don't make as much on the profit side of things, but we think the
least-
quality is really
Yeah,
good,
that'll be good.
and the service is second to none. So there's really only two big companies that are really good about everything. You know, Teespring and FanJoy seem to be the two good ones. Where you don't ever hear problems.
I actually ended up finding Crystal's
you found
message.
Crystal.
Yeah, it says, Brian, my heart goes out to you with you suffering from anxiety. My husband suffers as well, and I wouldn't wish it on my enemy, but thank you for your daily dose of positivity. It's a great start to our day.
Well, Crystal, couple things. Your role in it is bigger than you probably think. I had someone come last weekend and her husband dealt with anxiety, and my advice to her was the same as I'll give you, is that you're not going to fix your husband. You just need to be there to support it. And I would never want to switch roles with you or Lori, because it's got to be horrible that you have to see someone you love suffer so much. And Lori sees me in my good times, and she sees me in my very worst times. And she is my rock. And the doctor I talked to today, Lori was in on, said this. She said, I have people that have suffered with anxiety and have had heart attacks. And every one of them said that they would rather have a heart attack any day than go through the anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
So that comes right from a doctor. So
cool.
so it's a very difficult thing. But hang in there, support your husband, and I appreciate your support as well.
I've seen someone have a heart attack before.
Jeez, that's terrible.
Yeah, I was at an AA meeting, and it all, you're in a circle with chairs, right?
Yeah. Oh, I
and we're
remember
all
you
facing,
saying that.
I know,
yeah.
we're all facing each other, and the guy was about to go up, like stand up or whatever, and like when he was getting to get up, he just collapsed to the ground.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was
that.
just like looking at it, I was like, oh my God, I just saw a man die. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah,
Like,
it's got to be wild.
But we lifted his legs up above his chest, and the ambulance came, and like, yeah, we propped it. Like, I don't know, some lady was just like, I'm a nurse, put his legs up, like his knees above his chest or something.
Yeah.
That
And so
blood
we, like,
circulating.
So we put his legs up like on a chair, and then the ambulance came and took him off. And I literally do not know if he survived or not.
Wow,
Good.
That's a trip.
But
Cliffhanger.
In your head,
It was
he
scary.
survived, hopefully.
yeah.
you just fucking
I had somebody have a diabetic coma in front of me
Mm.
once before, too, while I was working at pretty much the mire of
We actually
Jersey.
had.
Cool.
We had. Do you remember this, Lori? I can't remember her name. At BHB, she worked with us for a very short
go
period
with
of time.
Veronica.
But Veronica. She literally. I was talking to her. She was in Chewy's baby room, And she took care of leopard geckos, actually. This was before Jessica, obviously, so it's at least 8 years ago. And she literally, like, was talking to me. Her eyes rolled in the back of her head, fell down. And to this day, I'll never forget the sound of her head hitting the cement.
I could hear it, dude.
Her head hit that cement and bounced 2 feet off the ground.
Happened to me.
And that's
And that was that. It's still to this day. I mean, 10 years later or whatever, I can remember the exact. Because at first I thought, because she kind of like made a weird face and her eyes kind of closed, and I thought, oh, what is she doing? And all of a sudden she just went,
well, bang,
bam.
Jay, pull this up. Do you know DL Hughley?
No.
What is it?
Look up DL Hughley. Hughley.
Hughley.
Yeah, Hughley. And then when you type out pass out, like he just passed out, literally. Like,
is it a video?
Yeah,
or?
like try to get that
Oh, and
video.
then he tested.
Yeah, it was because of
Well, yeah, not gonna
down the third video.
This one right here?
Yeah, that one. For
Can
sure.
we watch that? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
okay?
for sure.
Yeah,
Let's see if
yeah.
it's
I would be
live
careful with
video.
this one, honestly. I'd be
It's a-
careful. They'll copyright us. I'm telling you. CNN will
all right.
copyright
But
us
it's a-
100%. It doesn't matter. I'm just
Whatever,
telling you
we'll
they'll
never have
copy.
any fun.
No, I'm
but
sorry. They're just
he-
going to copyright
So
us.
he's on stage and he is performing, and if you could watch the video, he passes out on stage.
And then they tested positive.
It was
for
because
COVID.
of COVID.
COVID made him pass out.
Well,
That's
yeah, he was like
crazy.
sick and he was tired. There's a lot of like common themes with this shit where people that are exhausting themselves
Running
Oh,
down,
yeah.
being run down.
with being with work, overworking themselves, not sleeping right. They're the ones getting fucked up by this. You know what I mean? Like you gotta sleep. You
Your
gotta.
immune system's
Yeah,
down.
like
Yeah, that's exactly
he was
it.
working a lot, and then he goes up on stage and he got it, and he's fucked up.
That's
scary.
crazy.
You
Yeah.
just gotta take care
Hopefully
of
he'll
yourself.
be okay, man.
And
Get
then
some sleep.
Pat said, "What about boy Pepe legs or Pepsi?" I don't know if she's talking
About the
the
millipede, probably.
millipede. That's what I thought too.
Wee,
I got
pep-
you.
Legs would be funny.
Legs would be funny, actually. Legs might be a funny. Or legless. I don't know. Yeah.
That's not funny.
No, that's not good.
Luke's-
Stumpy?
Stumpy could be good too.
About nightmare, because that's what most people
Yeah,
think.
dude, straight up. Luke says, "In that case, my name is no longer Luke or the Screaming Guitarist. It's from now on Sean. The Guitarist."
Sean, actually, one of my favorite movies of all
With a
time.
W.
One of my
Shaun
favorite
of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead.
Of course,
That's a hitter, dude.
yeah, I'm a huge Simon Pegg fan, and everything he's done, I pretty much love. So he's as a matter of fact, he was so big on Twitter when I was like really into Twitter. And then it was such a bummer because he grew to like 2 million followers on Twitter, and he was like, it was so cool to hear like every day he would tweet about things. And then maybe 3 or 4 years ago, he like made the announcement he was turning his Twitter account over to his publicist.
What?
And it just really sucked. I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah, it
oh
was
my
I
gosh.
liked
It's
having
like-
that
It was so cool. And then it was
connection.
all just like, Simon will be signing
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
Barnes
yeah.
and Noble
Well,
today.
maybe he
at-
just had better things to do with his life.
no, I respect that. I respect that, but it was a bummer because he seemed like my point was I followed him for quite some time on Twitter when it was him, and I liked him even more because he had a really great sense of humor.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
He was just seemed like a good dude.
Jessica says, "Just send some love. Love you guys."
Thank you,
Love
Jessica.
too, Jess.
Thank you so much.
And then the last one we have, William says, "Brian, is there any way of ball training jumper, or I guess just a Cuban and null or something like that?"
I mean, it's certainly possible to train anything. Really.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how far can you train him and how much. The biggest thing about ball training is it's got to have food aggression or food. I don't want to say aggression, but it's got to be very food motivated.
Yeah, motivated. is a good
You
word.
want to have, because if it's not food motivated, I'll give you an example. Chicken strip isn't food motivated.
Right.
So we can't ball train it. We can't do a lot of things that we would do with other
time to
monitor
feed,
lizards.
yeah.
And that goes back to where the Croc monitor is going to be a pretty, I'm not going to say easy, but easier because it's very food motivated
Yeah.
and it's also very courageous. It's not afraid of us. So we're taking away the couple huge triggers that usually cause bites.
Cool. Joe says, "I stopped keeping reptiles for a few years, got back into my passion because of you, Brian, and Tyler Nolan.
Oh, sweet.
I appreciate you. I'm back to keeping venomous and non-venomous."
Oh, nice, man.
Jumping
Joe, that's
right in the
sweet, dude.
fire.
And we will definitely, I briefly went back and forth with Tyler a couple weeks back, and I just want to let things calm down for a little bit more before
Having
before
people
having
as
people
guests.
come up. But we can start doing Skype Zooms now. Yeah. Yeah. But I think with a guest like Tyler,
It'd be good,
or
yeah.
Chandler, I think it'd be better to have them in person. We like to hang out with them. We can shoot some videos. We can hang out, have a good time. So that'll be sooner. It'll be by the end of summer. We'll start to have people back in studio.
Cool. And last one we have is Serena says Mr. Legs a lot
I
or
like
Mr.
that.
Wiggles.
I like the legs a lot. Legs
Wiggle,
a lot.
wiggle,
is
wiggle,
Mr.
wiggle.
Legs a lot.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. So we have Twizzler, Legs a lot, and what was the other one that was good?
Licorice.
Licorice was okay.
I think it was just Legs.
Licorice was better than
Something
Twizzler.
like that. There was a
That's
couple
what you
good ones.
forgot.
Pepe.
And then what was the one for
Pepe.
for Baby Kush?
Baby Kush was Rocco.
Rocco, the Croco monitor.
I like that one.
That one's a good one too. So
I can't think Rocco without Rocco Piazza, like that little.
oh
kid
yeah,
from
little
the
Rocco.
Dudesen.
Well, we did a video with him.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
I
why I
did
can't
Rocco, yeah.
not think Rocco.
See, that's all I
Piazza.
think is Rocco's Modern Life because I don't know who you're
Yeah,
talking
same,
about.
same.
Yeah, Rocco is.
His life got ruined because of the
Yeah, the
YouTube Act,
YouTube-
the
yeah.
YouTube law, where the
yeah,
kids
he was
can't
the
make
one
money.
that got. He was the one that did get hurt, but
Yeah.
or maybe he just like had.
He was
reached
one of the
Did all
first
those
one.
did all
Yeah,
those
I don't
toy
know.
kids get hurt too? The
No,
ones-
well, we saw Ryan's toy review at fucking Target the other day. Remember I said
No.
that? Remember I saw the thing? I go,
I
oh
don't
my god,
think I
that
was with you.
Yeah, it was a toy. But no, he's still making. I mean, is he making as much? Maybe not,
Probably
but he is
not.
still making.
Crushing it.
I mean,
Probably, yeah.
ridiculous. He's still making $50 million a year as
Oh, well,
as a
good. I'm
9-year-old.
I'm happy for him then that
Oh, yeah.
whatever they had going on.
Yeah,
didn't
'cause
get
I
thought it was
affected
messed
by
up.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
fuck.
think
Totally deserves
Rocco
it.
got really demonetized, and then I think that his content was a little bit goofy too. You know, like
Yeah.
his content kind of got stale.
I gotcha.
I think.
You can only open so many toys.
What happened?
Well-
Is Evan Tube still a big thing?
I think we went over
like
this.
I watch kid YouTube.
I know.
I think we went over this though,
Actually-
Brian. I don't. I feel like we've looked for it and we didn't find new videos.
Yeah,
But-
no, I think
Really?
he's still doing stuff.
Nobody
let's just punch him up
cares.
just to see. I
So-
care. I like Evan. Someone
All
came in the other day and said that they started watching me because of Evan
That's
Tube.
awesome. I'm so happy. So
Oh no, yeah.
Dude, he's like 50
3 hours
now.
ago.
Look at that fucking guy. He's like
that
60.
is not. Is that him? Because
Look at his
he's in
fucking
his
jacked.
20s now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 20s. He's just
He's got his own kids doing it. That's
He's still
incredible.
opening toys. He's like 20. He's like, hey.
So before the podcast, we were starting a conversation that I was told we had to save for the
Oh
podcast.
shit! Yeah, well, let's do this. Yeah,
Are we going to start a new topic 2 hours in?
we're not
Well-
2 hours in. Let's do 5 minutes on this topic
Yeah.
and let's move
It's
on.
not like it's going to go for an hour, but
Well, I wasn't sure what
it
it
was about
You were talking about
electrocuting
the
yourself.
Oh, well, we talk about it a lot. I forgot. Electricity. Yeah.
Electricity.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you guys looking at me? You brought it up. Why are you looking at me?
because I'm trying to remember, what did you say that brought the topic up? You were saying
don't
something
know.
about
Probably about the
Some-
guy hooking up the sauna and that how hard
You
could
were
it be?
saying,
Oh,
like-
yeah. I was saying if he couldn't do it, then I would give it a shot.
Yeah, and
right,
then we
because
talked
you were
about
like, how
how
ba-
hard can it
like
be?
what
Yeah,
happens
how-
if you get electrocuted?
and I've been electrocuted a lot.
And
Electrocuted?
basically said, yeah, that's how it started. Is we were like, listen, everyone has at least one electrocution story.
Yeah,
It's true.
I've been
Like, at least in
electrocuted.
our family.
I
Yeah.
mean, so
You know
is
what-
it worse than when you are accidentally holding the metal on the thing when you plug it into a wall? Is it worse than that? Like,
No, that's how it feels
it's not like
with
the
with
same.
that current. That current.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
that
are you
current.
doing at your house, bro?
I don't
That
know what
sucks.
he's
You
doing.
can't keep leaving him
But
home,
can I
dude.
please tell my favorite one of you?
Yeah, please,
It's
please,
at the
please.
temple.
please, please, Mom,
shit.
I want to hear this so
Oh,
bad.
it's so-
I need
it's
this.
so bad.
I need this, please.
Okay, let's go.
Go,
Brian's
please.
Let's go.
So when we
Please.
were
Please.
You know it's good. dude.
redoing our kitchen,
Okay.
and then remember our old
It's at our old house.
our
at
old house where Grammy lives. So those
Yeah.
lights were like in the cutout, like
Yeah.
doo, doo, doo. So before when he did them, they were wired, and the
Yeah.
wires were.
They were dangling down.
Yeah,
The wires
so everything's all fucked up and tore up or whatever. And we're in there, and I don't know what the hell we were doing, but he like goes to go do something and walks up a ladder, and literally
It hit him.
this wire touches his temple.
Oh,
And
no.
he just goes.
I literally
just
fainted.
went down like a sack of rocks. I'm standing there like,
You got
what the fuck
stun
just
gun,
happened?
dude.
And you know,
You were
I just
laughing
started
so
laughing.
hard.
because literally I'm seeing it in my.
These guys.
It's literally. It's like
Just
someone,
died right
it's
in front
like
of you.
somebody flipped the switch. And he just.
Yeah, you get 120 kilojoules in
Right
the
to the
temple.
dome.
And then when he
In the temple, dude.
when he got up, he was so mad at me because I couldn't
help him at all.
What the fuck? That hurt so bad.
Because then you're like pissed, embarrassed, and now it like hurts worse because you're making
He
fun
was
of it.
so mad
my
at me, but I was
cheeks.
crying. I couldn't stop because it like,
Fucking
got,
love
like
it.
No, it was
Oh
good.
my god, I love it.
No, in retrospect, it was funny. But I've been
was just
zapped. Oh, well, shit. I actually have a
He
vlog.
goes, oh well, shit.
Well, I actually have a vlog that in my early days of vlogging, probably in the first like
think I remember
2-3
this.
months. Yeah, I crawled into a cave.
I do remember this.
Yeah, I crawled into, and it was a heat pad,
Yep.
and the heat pad was on my chest, and it fucking
literally-
electrocuted me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And I was stuck. I was in like, I was stuck.
It was like
Yeah.
a bunch of paddles.
It just keeps going back.
Yeah, it was like literally like I think I could have died.
Why?
And then he's like, oh, my heart won't stop racing.
Of course
Yeah, my
not,
heart
dude.
was just going
I'm just
like a
shocked at
fucking-
45 times.
Dude, you're lucky you didn't die. Like I saw this video about electric fly swatters,
Oh,
and this
yeah,
guy
dude.
fucking swatted a hornet, and it died, and he was fucking around, and he hit it again, and then he
Came
brought
back
it
to
back.
life? Shut
And
up.
Yeah, it did, and
Did
it
it
came
sting the
back
shit
at
out
it.
of
Well, the video
Oh, man,
ended,
that
but
thing was
still, it's just like
pissed,
he killed it, but then brought it back with the extra tap. So you're lucky you didn't get KO'd.
That's
with
good to
that one.
know. Because if I ever get one of those, never hit twice.
Yeah, just
Only once, one zap.
give it one good
Yeah.
swatter.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
All right, we got a couple more, and then let's get out of here.
Yeah, two more. Brody says, Brian, you saved my life. You saved me from a dark place. You're Superman in my eyes. Appreciate you more than you will ever know.
Brody, it means the world to me. I mean, I can't thank you, for your support, and I'm so glad that you're out of that dark place. I know I'll be out of it sometime in the future, and I can't thank you enough.
For sure. And then Robert says, I suffered through depression, and I can't take medications. So recently I started cooking and baking and got myself a snake after a while of not having one. Hopefully you guys enjoy my tamales on Friday.
Dude, he's bringing us
Are you bringing
tamales?
tamales?
Fuck yes, I love tamales.
Bonites.
Oh my God,
Let me
Robert!
know,
I
bro.
can't
He's
wait.
authentic, too.
I can't wait to meet you, man. I'm
Can't
so
wait to
glad
see your
that you found-
tamales.
Yeah, I'm glad that you found things to get you through things. It's important to distract
That's right.
and to get things going. So,
can taste
and I
the
look forward to
tamales
showing you around on Friday.
What
That'll
about
be dope.
Tootsie for the millipede, too? That's another good one. Like Tootsie Roll?
Tootsie. Oh, Tootsie is
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
not bad.
Tootsie the footsie.
Tootsie
the-
Footsie.
You can't call
Tootsie
it
footsie.
footsie.
Can't call it
No,
footsie.
yeah.
Tootsie footsie, you
No,
could
that's
maybe.
too
Can't
much.
call it a
Too
much,
footsie.
too much
That's a
footsie.
sexual
Well, that's
innuendo.
sexual innuendos.
is?
Yeah.
A footsie?
A footsie.
You ever got a
Wait, you got
footsie
a
while you're
footsie?
eating dinner?
Ah.
You're eating some
Gosh, we got
spaghetti?
baby Kush. We got I'm so out of it.
You ever
I've
eating
gotta
some
learn.
spaghetti and you're getting a little footsie?
Footsie under the table.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
wow.
Okay. Okay.
A little parmesan.
And
huh?
then we'll end it with Cryptic Soul says, electric is no joke. I'm an electrician told me 0.5 amps can stop your heart.
Yeah, I
Brian
believe
knows.
it. It is about the amperage. It's not about the volts.
That's
it's about
right.
the amperage.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Hope we got
cool.
Pat going. Guys, have a good night. Wait to get
Can't wait
back.
to, yeah, wait to,
Hey.
maybe.
Well, yeah, awesome, Pat.
Thank you,
Well,
everybody.
thank you guys, everybody, for your amazingness. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to hopefully go home in sauna if it works, I hope.
He's going home, hopping in the sauna, and getting a little footsie.
Get in the footsie, baby.
in with the
In the
footsie.
front carpet.
The front car.
I'm gonna trim up the front carpet.
No,
Ah.
thank you. All right, no,
All
take us
right.
Check out my
Thank you guys so
tamales.
much for watching. Please comment whatever you want to comment. Let us know what you guys thought. Let us know your thoughts, okay? We
Yeah.
want to hear what's inside that old melon of yours.
Maybe not.
What's rattling around there, you
Tell
know?
us all your
maybe-
footsie stories.
Yeah, we want to hear. Let us know your favorite footsie story. And with that being said, we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace. All right. Well, that was